lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome inside historic, beautiful Mary Grove. In the heart of Detroit as we get set for Media Day 2026. Chad Bush, Evan Stockton getting set to learn the PSL. Coming off a finals appearance with the top dog Cass Tech last year. A lot of excitement with many of the teams, Evan. We'll start first with Cass Tech and the Pillar program this past season, getting to the finals. But many more to get to. It's a great year for the PSL that has celebrated some titles as of late. It's been a good run for the PSL, getting to the finals and winning.
First off, for everyone who's watching and listening, thanks for joining us. Apparently this means summer is almost over and our handicaps are not low enough, so back to work. We'll work on that next summer. But yes, Chad, seriously, look, whether people want to admit it or not, there's about 3 or 4 high school football leagues in Michigan that just mean a little bit more, and this is one of them, specifically with those 2 big programs we get to cover a lot here on the Prep. Cass Tech, Detroit King. If you're making a list, a top 10 list of best football programs, not just in this state, but across the Midwest, and you don't mention both of those schools, that's a wrong list. So always great to highlight not just them, but all the programs we'll get to cover today. A lot of great players, a lot of great individuals leading those programs.
We'll get to that and much, much more coming up. Jay Alexander will greet the crowd. We'll have players and coaches from all the clubs represented here today from the PSL Gold and Blue. Glad to have you on the Preps coverage of 2026 Media Day PSL.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
All right, it's time to meet and greet the 2026 PSL Gridiron Heroes. But the start of the program should start with a top dog, and the top dog, the Executive Director of Athletics, Jay Alexander, is set at the podium, sharp-looking sport coat, and take it away, Jay Alexander.
Thank you, Chad. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Can I get everybody's attention, please? All right, welcome to our annual Media Day. We're excited for all of you to hear about your programs and what you have coming up this year. I am Jay Alexander. I'm the Executive Director for all athletics for Detroit Public Schools, which basically means I oversee all 100 of our schools' athletics program. That's why my hair is gray. Because it's a lot of work dealing with student athletes, coaches, and families. But it's a privilege to have the opportunity to speak, garner resources for you, and make things happen that hasn't been happening in the past. And as we continue to grow in our district, we are growing in every facet. We are now up to 10,000 student athletes as opposed to 4,000 when I first got here. We've added several sports. We've added several opportunities for our student athletes, and our coaches have done a tremendous, tremendous job of keeping the word of student athlete. Our average GPA amongst all student athletes is over 2.5. So we are excited about those opportunities. We're excited about what we do here in the PSL, and we are excited to hear from everybody today. But before I continue, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the people who make this happen. My staff is the best staff in the athletic directing game. There is no staff better. Started off with my person that keeps me out of an orange jumpsuit because she makes sure that everything is spent the right way. She makes sure that you guys receive your checks on time. She makes sure that everything is paid for our student athletes so they can just walk on the field and compete. Erica Bray. My right hand and the most knowledgeable person in high school athletics. We're lucky to have her. She has been through everything in athletics you can ever think about. The MHSA even calls her and asks her questions. My assistant director, Miss Anika McEvans. And we have one of our media person who's downstairs getting everything organized because we had to shift and make some things happen and do something different because we're used to just shifting. So is Evangeline Trice. She's in charge of communications. And then we have Jamar Hardy, who we stole from Special Olympics a couple years ago. And he is special, and we love him, Jamar Hardy. Then we have, to wrap up our staff, we have a gentleman who everybody, I'm sure, talks to. He's a crazy individual. He's the guy that talks to families, mostly to kids, and he challenges everybody, Roy Steed. All right. And again, likes to thank our fearless leaders, Dr. Nikolai Viti, who's our superintendent, and the one who's in charge of athletics, our chief of schools, Nydia Ashby. All right, as we continue, just wanted to give you a quick rundown of how it's going to go. We're going to bring up Miss Anika McEvans to share that. But thank you, everybody, for coming.
All right, so I just want to take care of a couple of housekeeping items. First of all, to the extension of our staff, I want to thank all of our athletic coordinators at all of our schools, the ones that work most closely with you guys on a daily basis. We do some of the heavy lifting downtown, but they do the real work, and we know that. So thank you to those that are here, and of course, thank you to those that are watching. Secondly, our coaches. Jay said it. I promise you, I'll put my staff up against any coaches around the state. We have challenges that other schools don't have, and yet you guys still overcome every day and make a difference in the lives of these young men. That's a tribute to the number of young men we send to college every year, tribute to the number of young men we send to the NFL every year. So just want to thank you guys for all the hard work. And then finally, our student athletes. This is all about you. This is your experience. I'm just blessed to be a little small pebble on your journey. I'm thankful to you guys for showing up every day, being young men of character, young men that are willing to grow, accept accountability. When you do wrong, you grow from it, right? Because we're all gonna make mistakes in this life. So I appreciate you guys for showing up every day, for being a model for what it's supposed to look like for the rest of the students in your school. I challenge you to do just a little bit better this year, especially my upperclassmen, right? You have a lot of people looking at you guys as leaders, even when you think they're not. So continue to set the pace for all the students around you. With that, we've got a lot of fun stuff planned for you guys today. We're gonna start by having our Gold Division coaches and players are gonna remain in the room and talk about their programs, talk about the athletes that you have coming back. Our Blue Division teams are gonna head downstairs for some fun activities, some headshots, so that when people ask us for photos, we don't have to call last minute and catch you out on the field. We'll have those stock photos done. After that, you're gonna also, like I said, you're gonna have some fun games, you're gonna do some interviews, you're gonna get your photos. Then the Blue Division is gonna transition at 11 a.m. What time did I say, fellas? 11 a.m. All right, so I know some of you need to set your alarms, right? I know y'all get lost. So at 11 a.m., the blue division teams are going to come back upstairs. The gold division teams are going to go downstairs. We're going to swap. Anybody have any questions for me? Everybody understand? All right, the final piece of housekeeping. Please turn your phones down, especially if you're remaining in this room, because again, we're gonna have live interviews, live conversations. And then also finally, remember, we are guests in this building. There are other activities going on in the building. So please, all those good things I just said about you a few minutes ago, please model those as you share this space with the students and staff downstairs, okay? All right, so I'm gonna ask my blue division teams and coaches to stand up. Y'all know who y'all are, right? Y'all sure? All right, we're going to kick off some of these friendly rivalries downstairs today. Those of you that were with us last year, you know what's up. You're going to follow Van. And then also for our media guests, you guys are welcome to flow as you like throughout the day. So if you want to head downstairs, when they head down, if you want to come back upstairs, but there'll be time regardless for you to get all the interviews you need to get in, okay? All right, fellas. Hey, I need this like a 40 time. Let's go. All right, so just a little tidbit. Central, you guys are going to be up first. Is Coach Macon here yet? All right, we're going to skip past y'all. We're going to come back. CMA. You guys are going to be up first, Coach. If you want to bring your fellas up with you, you can. All right, so we're gonna, fellas in the back, be mindful when people are talking up here. I need y'all quiet in the back, okay? All right. All right, so first up we have Coach Prescott from CMA. He's gonna talk about his program a little bit, and then Central, you guys will be up next.
How y'all doing today? I'm Coach Prescott, head coach for Communication Media Arts High School. Year before I got here, we were 0-9. Right, a lot of PSL teams beat up on us, right? Young group, last year, 4-5. Big accomplishment from last year was most scholarships CMA's ever had. I sent almost every senior I had to college to go play ball. This year, I start from my right, works my left. Robert Dean, junior running back, 1,000 yards last year. First year in varsity. Yep, great player, like I said, this year, expect to make big plays, expect to help carry the load on our offense. Karan Prescott, over 10 plus offers, right? Receiver, also 1,000 yards last year. So another big guy. We got Kendall Blunt playing both sides of the ball, safety and receiver. Also plays a little quarterback. Caleb Barnes, in my personal opinion, well, it's a fact, he's probably the best quarterback in this league, guaranteed, right? Kid can play, rock and arm, does his thing. Elijah Noel, right, senior, offensive tackle. Big help, you know, as far as rebuilding our line this year after losing a lot of guys last year, so can't help enough. Desmond Crenshaw, DN, 15 plus sacks last year. And that was his first year playing DN. So as far as our team this year, these guys should help carry us into the next year. As far as being dominant, winning, getting the forward field, these guys are the picture. This is what CMA football should look like. Thank you.
All right, that's going to bring up our next Coach Bryce from Cody.
Y'all good joke star right there. Good morning, everybody. I'm Coach Bryce, head coach of Detroit Cody High School. Just want to take a few minutes to speak about the Cody football program, the Cody Comets 2026 season. Well, I'll talk about 2025 briefly. Last year was my third year as a head coach. We qualified for the state playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Another big accomplishment, first time in school history, we were academic all-state, had a core GPA of over 3.3, I believe, for the whole program. So that's one of the biggest accomplishments I want to celebrate these guys, right? Moving into 26, we kind of senior heavy. I got about 31 seniors out of 55. Some good guys. I got a Christian Kabil. He's transitioning from our best receiver and DB skill guy to quarterback. He changes the game, gives us a different dynamic where we didn't have the last couple of years. He's mobile, he can run, he can throw on the run, he makes good decisions. Come in number 1 is Anthony Ellis. He's the guy that's going to tote the rock, and if you know, we run the ball. There's no secret. We run the ball. There's no secret to that at all. Javion Trailer Battle, he led our team in tackles last year. No shot, but I think at CMA game, I watched our film. He had about 21 tackles, 21 solo tackles, so he played a great game. Let me see, Dominic Ivory Bennett, big fella. He can move people around. He's our anchor on our offensive line. He's our leader, one of our captains on the offensive line, very vocal, very physical, very fast. We got Monty Bowers. This will be his first year joining his first media day. He's coming. He's going to make some noise for us, coming straight from youth football from Detroit Seahawks. He's going to start as a freshman, so he's a good guy. He's going to play some good ball. I expect some big things out of him for the next few years. And then we got Arvani Evans, a defensive tackle, defensive end. He's quick off the ball. He disrupts a lot of things in the backfield. Good young man. All these guys are 3.0, 3.5 GPA students. That's about it. We just look forward to being successful this year, being healthy, and trying to make a state playoff run. Thank you, guys.
All right, Coach Bryce. Next, we're going to bring up Coach Carr and the Denby Tars.
Core values. Oh, stand on either side. All right, good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing this morning? I am Coach Carr at Denby High School. This is my 5th year going into as a head coach here at Denby High School. We're super excited about what's to come this season. We got a lot of guys here that played a lot of great football, man. But the biggest thing about our program, what I love about our guys, is how they conduct themselves inside our building. The football team leads our school. Simple, plain as that. And our core values are character, accountability, relationships, and respect. In Denby High School, we call it the Carr Way. And so I can talk about my guys a lot. I'm going to bring Coach Mobley up to kind of talk about our guys and what this season looks like.
How you doing? I'm Coach Mobley. To kind of talk about our guys, we're starting off with Demarion Burrows. Monster on the defensive line, offensive line side of the ball. Move people offensively, defensively, almost unblockable. Next up, we got Dier. Dier, for the last 2 years, has been an all PSL center, anchor on the offensive line. Kid absolutely understands football, understands numbers, how to rotate, how to change things. And with him being this is his senior year, it's going to be a big year for him. Malik Mobley, athlete, kid does everything we need him to do, quarterback, DB, wide receiver, kicks the ball. It's nothing, we make the joke, Coach Carter as always says, what can he do, right? So the kid does everything for us. It's going to be a big year for him, a big year for us as a program. Travion Bush is our guy. That's our big-time guy right here. Travion is wide receiver, DB. He's a leader in the program. Guys love him. He loves the guys. He's just big time. What he's going to be able to do for us this year is going to be next level. down here is Wes. So Wes is like the Swiss Army knife, right? Whatever you need Wes to do, he'll block, he'll play linebacker, he'll play D-line. He'll even coach if you need him to. We love Wes and what he's doing for the program, and it's going to be a big year for him as well. Last is Ethan Gladden. So Ethan had an injury last year, and we lost him, and then he came back towards the back end of the season. And in the Southeastern game, he played a really, really big role in us being able to stop them defensively. I'm excited about Ethan. Ethan's a physical kid. He's strong as an ox. Now we're just trying to get him to believe in himself, and we're going to be okay. And I look forward to seeing what Ethan does this year. Last but not least is our team manager. We call her Betty. All right, so Betty is everything we need. Whatever we need, however we need it, she sets up everything for us. Without Betty, I think me and Coach Carr probably be really we'd be struggling at our jobs. You know what I'm saying? But we have a phenomenal team, phenomenal program, and I'm just super excited to see what we do this year. That's it.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So just real quick, man. The biggest thing for us is just staying healthy. Do the right thing when no one's watching. And we'll see whoever in the city championship. Let's go. What'd you say, dude?
All right, thanks, Coach Carr. Now we're going to bring up Northwestern and Coach Gibson.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Coach Gibson. I'm the head coach here at Northwestern. This is my 5th year as well here. Just talk about our season that we hope to have this year. One thing we do know about Northwestern football is that we don't quit. We may sit up here and not have the numbers that everybody have, but I do have guys here that don't quit. They fight all the way to the end. Right now, we have a couple of our guys up here, our senior. We have right here Nas, Brandon Hobson. Both of those guys are seniors. They're going to lead our line. Quarterback right here, Elijah Jackson. This guy is something special. He's definitely something special. He's one of those guys that you can really look at and have an eye-opener for him. He's a good guy. All these guys up here, good students. We've been bringing a lot of guys into the school now. That's the one thing we want to do. Our goal here at Northwestern is to get these guys out of here to the next level by any means necessary. And with that being said, we've been bringing a lot of college coaches in there. 5 years we've been here. Well, I've been here. I've been able to get guys in school. That's a good thing about here at Northwestern. Coaches-wise, we have Coach Warren, defensive coordinator, Coach Day, special teams coordinator. Of course, I'm the head coach, and we have Coach Jackson here, who's our new offensive coordinator. You guys have heard enough of me for the past 4 or 5 years. So give it off to Coach Jackson, let him speak his piece.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? My name is Correll Jackson. I've been a defensive coordinator for the last 6 years in the Charter League. This is my first year in the PSL. I'm looking to bring experience, a ton of coaching experience. Since I've met these guys, they've worked really hard. I'm here every day. They show up to work. Our 2 senior linemen, they come every day. They dedicated. They lift weights. We get out. They lead the team. Our quarterback, that's the guy right there. Like Coach referred to earlier, he'll coach the team if he have to. And I like that about him. He's really confident, believes in his play, and we see how the season fills out.
Hold on real quick. So with that being said, we're not looking to have a 2-7 season this year. Since I've been here, that's been our record consistently, and we're looking to change that. The culture around this program has changed tremendously. We have a pyramid now. For those that play at AAU, I played with the family, so we had a pyramid with the family, so we're bringing that here. Our pyramid goes is God, well, actually it's faith, family, books, and ball. That's what we do, faith, family, books, and ball. And that's what we're going to live by. That's what we're preaching to our guys here. And it shows in our school. Like Coach Carr said, the football team is the leaders of their school. We're trying to make that here as well. And when we get, hey, coach, we can't have these guys doing this way in football season and then they doing something else in other seasons, it's not like that. We're trying to make it all the way around. So with that being said, go Colts, and we'll see y'all on the field.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Now we're going to bring up our first-year head coach, Coach McDonald from Osborne.
Good morning, everyone. My name is James Panagas, affectionately called Coach Biggs. Coach McDonald couldn't be here today, but I'm one of the assistant coaches, along with my son, James Panagas III, known as Coach Smooth. We're brand new coaches here at Osborne, and we're looking to bring a different vibe here to Osborne. We're bringing a different culture here to Osborne. It's going to be a new team here at Osborne. My son and I were coming in from Southfield. We were at Southfield for the last 6 years. We were blessed to win a championship out there under Coach Marshall, and we're looking to bring that type of culture into Osborne from this point on. We have an offensive coordinator coming in from Groves High School. We have a head coach that has a lot of experience, Dennis McDonald. So the culture is going to change. We have a lot of students that are now being attracted to Osborne because of the new curriculum that we're bringing in, and we have a lot of eyes that are starting to look at us. So there are a lot of things that are happening. We have a returning all-city player, a defensive end, that is going to shine this year. We have a new player right here, Devontae Toney, a cornerback receiver that runs a 4-3. He is going to really bring a lot of eyes on him. So really watch this gentleman right here. So I'm telling you, we have a lot of players that are going to really shock a lot of people, but Osborne is going to be not the team that everybody has looked at for the last several years. But we are going to be a different culture, a different team, a different thing. So I'm going to tell you, we are not going to be the Osborne that everybody has looked at. We are going to be an Osborne that everybody is now viewing and wants to be a part of. But I'm going to let Coach Smooth give a couple words.
Like my dad said, my name's Coach Smooth. Like I said, I came from Southfield A&T. I played in 2023 under, head coach Aaron Marshall, and, he even let me, coach on the side too when I tore my patella tendon during the championship run. So I got some, some coaching experience with that. But yeah, we got a great group of guys, especially some guys that are committed and, buying into the program now. So, you guys should stay tuned because we're bringing something different here.
Thank you.
Moving right along, thanks, Coach. We're going to bring up Coach Dotson, another first-year coach for Douglas.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Philip Dotson, the head coach at Frederick Douglass, first-year head coach at Frederick Douglass. This is my first media day, actually. Nice to see everybody. So about our program,
we are a smaller program. Last year we went 0-9. The beautiful part about it is we only graduated 3 people, so everyone is coming back. That gives us an opportunity to build off of where we left off from last season. We have around 8 seniors now, 8 seniors and a bunch of juniors. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this upcoming season. I've never seen a group of kids more hungry, like so hungry, like these guys are. Going 0-9 didn't sit well with them, which I don't expect it to. But you know, just the drive and the hunger that these guys are portraying is making me very excited about this upcoming season. To my left, we got a few of my athletes here. Some of them didn't make it, but to my left, I have first my senior, Jacob Smith. This dude here is a spark plug. This dude, like when I say a spark plug, I mean a spark plug. He plays corner and receiver, slot receiver. He dares anybody to try him. It's a no-fly zone with this guy. You know, people may think that just because he ain't the tallest, that you can just go up top and throw the ball on him. No, he's not going for that. And that mentality trickles down to the rest of the team. So, you know, real stand-up guy. Next to him, we have Nazir Ahmad, another senior. He's going to play Mike Backer, and move along the offensive line. Very aggressive kid, very, very aggressive young man. I sometimes have to tell him to calm down some because we don't even have pads on and he'd be ready to tackle people. But that energy as well trickles down. It rubs off on everybody. Next to him, we have Jaylani Bradley. He's a junior. He plays O-line and D-line. One of the most agile big fellas I've ever seen. Like he moves like a skill position player, which is opening up our game planning because he can move so much. Next to him, we have Ishmael Collier. Ishmael, he's a junior as well. He plays defensive back. He takes pride in playing defensive back. You know, he always wants to play press man. You know, he's always high energy. You know, talking junk back and forth with people. Just a great guy. Next to him, we have Brian McSwain. Brian McSwain is a senior. He's a senior. He's going to be playing defensive end for me. He's going to be playing defensive end for us. Very aggressive, very vocal. You know, he's going to speak his mind. He's going to try to make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to do. You know, if someone is down, you know, he's the one. He's gonna encourage them. You know, every team needs people like that. Every team needs that. And with these guys here, these guys create a core that you can build off of for a program that's trying to change the look. You know, we went 0-9 last year, so we want to change that look. And in order to make change, you have to change within yourself. So these guys here, they are definitely willing to make the change, and I'm very, very excited about this upcoming season. Thank you all.
Thanks, Coach Dotson. Now we're going to bring up Coach Jones representing Persian, assistant coach in Persian.
How y'all doing? My name is Coach Tabari Jones. This will be my 8th season here. First year I got here, we went 0-9. Last year, we made it to the city championship, but this year, we lost like 22 seniors. But I kind of panicked, but over the summer, dug in my bag. I got a lot of kids coming from the Cowboys that I got. Then I got 3 returning guys that did a lot for us last year. Sitting to my left right here is Kevin right here, Kenneth Porter, Then I got Calvin Jones right here. He's gonna be playing some quarterback right here this year. Then I got Hogan. He'll be playing on offensive line and linebacker. But this year we're pretty young, coming back with like 24, 25 sophomores. That's all my whole JV from last year. But we over here grinding, and don't be surprised. We'll probably be at Ford Field. But I got a kid right here. He been doing it the right way. He been holding a 3.8, 4.0. And he'll be a junior this year, but he missed the do-it-all receiver, quarterback, D-back, punt return. I just want him to talk a little bit right now. He kind of nervous, but I'm gonna put him up there.
How y'all doing? I'm Kenneth Porter, class of 2028. I got a young team this year, like very young, but I like it because when they look at me, they see I'm hype. They hype. If I put my head down, they gonna put their head down. So they keep me up, keep me strong, and I think we're gonna make it to Ford Field again.
Everybody stay healthy this year. We coming to compete. I know there's a couple teams out there in the division looking far ahead this year, but don't be surprised, y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, I love it. Little sibling rivalry, if y'all didn't catch that. So definitely up at the top. So a lot of who's been up at the top lately, they've been definitely fighting for Ford Field. So finally, we're going to wrap it up with the Gold Division. We're going to bring up Jimmy Macon, one of the longest tenured coaches here, advocate for coaches. He's the president of our Coaches Association. He's always coming in my office, asking the tough questions and holding me accountable. So Jimmy and I have a love-hate relationship, but we both get work, and we're both looking for student athletes to have advantages. And so I can't thank Jimmy enough, but love to bring him up. Jimmy in Central.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Coach Macon over at Detroit Central High School. Been coached for the last 34 years, 32 years at Central. I played at Central also. I'm an alumni of DPSCD. I'm also an alumni over at Jackson State University, which is HBCU. A lot of you guys, man, need to look forward towards that. And also, I'm an associate head coach at CCC Community College. The thing about that, I want to make sure that you guys, man, notice that I will come out to your schools and try to recruit you just as well. But, with that being said, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out as far as the media and everything, making sure we can represent as far as our league and make sure our league continues to grow. And I do love for what I see as far as the newer coaches coming in, doing a great job, and let's continue to keep doing that. And let's grow this league to be the best league in the state of Michigan. Last year, I think we had 9 teams make it to the state playoffs. We all did well. We're looking to move forward like with hopefully all 16 making it one year. And once we can do that, it'll be a great thing, But let's continue to grow and shine as far as this league to grow. Like they said, man, sometimes you got to just make sure everything be best for last. So I'm going to make sure that be said. I know all these guys got ambitions to get to the city championship, but I'm looking to get to the states. That's my goal, state finals, But now, with that being said, Maurice Fielding right here next to me, he's a 3-year player for me, made All-City, All-State last year. He's got a 3.2 grade point average. He got some special offers, and also he got a lot of things looking at him moving forward on that. Also, young fella right here, Julius Crooks. This will be his first year playing with me. He came in. He's got a lot of strength. He is 2028. That would be special. He's going to be a special kid. He's got a lot of tools in his pocket, things you can see, man, his attributes, doing well in his classroom, also a 3.0 kid. Next to him, this is a new guy, man. He's a 10th grader, quarterback. He's going to be solid moving forward. He's got a gunslinger, man. I'm going to tell you that. He's something different. He reminds me of a kid I had a couple of years ago, L. Julian Jordan. So I can see him getting a lot of rising things coming up, moving forward on that. Also next to him, Jaden Anderson, another All-State ball player return, All-City, All-State. So, he's in his junior year, 2028. He's going to be solid. He's moving forward. He got a lot of interest on a P4 level. So we're looking forward to seeing him, rise up to the occasion and be great this year. Also, Aiden Anderson, Aiden Phillips. He's a three-sport athlete, basketball, all-city, all-state, also all-city honorable mention, as far as football. Solid kid, man. He jumped rope like Muhammad Ali. It's just amazing how I see how he move around like that to be a big fella. So things like that, man, we're looking forward to having a great season, man, staying healthy. Our objective is to be 1-0, first game, Pontiac Notre Dame Prep. Let's go, baby.
All right, thanks to everybody, all the coaches and players, student athletes in the gold division. We have a break until 11. You guys will rotate downstairs to do your action shots and gaming against each other, et cetera. So just hold tight for a quick second. We're gonna hand it over to the prep. I do also want to thank the prep for what they do for us in the PSL and Chad Bush. We can't thank the prep enough. They have an ESPN production. If you've ever seen what they do, it is second to none, and I mean that in every single way. The commentation, the individuals that that Chad has sent on to major leagues, to football, to the MAC, just done a great job promoting student athletes here in the city. So thank you, Chad, to the prep.
All right, there you heard it from Jay Alexander. As we will have our gap before we get into the coaches, the players. We want to talk to them. Let's get further inside of the PSL. We continue and roll on from Marygrove. More to come right after this. Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
All right, this is Adam, take two. Mark?
I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to PSL Media Day 2026. Time for our special guest, our presenting sponsor today, and it's a fun one. Our new sponsor this year, we are proud to bring in Wendy Ringo of Sugar Please, located in Detroit and in Grand Rapids. Wendy, thanks for joining us today. It's brunch time.
That's right.
How appropriate that we bring you in right about the hour that you thrive.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. You're a native Detroiter, went to DePorres High School.
I did.
A lot of titles in that trophy case. Not many folks will even touch.
Right.
Let's talk about Sugar Please.
Okay.
This is a place that you've established, and you've really brought it to the forefront with a unique flair, delicious food, unsolicited, the best pancakes I've ever had. And if you think I'm lying, try them. Let's start there. Let's talk about Sugar Please Detroit. We'll get to Grand Rapids in a moment where you've expanded to recently. But let's talk about Sugar Please. What should the folks know about your restaurant and why it is so great?
Well, thanks so much for kicking it back to me. Well, Sugar Please, we started in 12 Oaks, and we started off as a coffee dessert shop. And with all of the feedback that we received from my guests, they then wanted food, and we were happy to oblige. So in our next iteration, we decided to add food and spirits. So that birthed the whole notion of the breakfast, brunch, and bar concept. And we have a New Orleans-inspired menu. So the pancakes that you mentioned are actually award-winning. We have won awards for our pancakes. And thank you for your patronage. You've surely supported us. And it's just been great. It's been a wonderful experience engaging with guests and visitors coming in town for concerts, games, whatever, celebrating birthdays, holidays, the like. We've had a fantastic time in downtown Detroit, and we're hoping that we can meet and visit with some of you.
It's easy to find, too. You're next to the Pontchartrain Hotel. Is that an easy way to describe it?
I think it's
conveniently located.
I think it's the best way to describe it. We're on the backside of the 150 West Jefferson building at the corner of Shelby and Larned. So, yes.
And it's
next to the
window seats. You can see the bustle, the hustle.
Yes.
There's a lot to like about the city of Detroit. You brought something that really wasn't there, this New Orleans flair, which is kind of a cool twist.
Yes.
How popular has that been? How much has that caught on? And how important was it to get that effect from your establishment?
Well, we really just wanted to have something that just had a little pop and sizzle and that would allow us to stand out, but also that it's really uniquely something that I grew up with and something that I personally like. My family's from the South, yes, but really tapping into some of those traditional dishes, but putting a handle on it that everybody can connect with and that can possibly resonate with the New Orleans or the Cajun inspired. So from your shrimp and grits, your beignets, so you definitely still have your traditional fare, as you mentioned, pancakes and breakfast platters, but we also have gumbo and things of that nature that really cements us to that region. So yes.
You're also a former student athlete. athlete.
Absolutely.
You are a former gridironer yourself. You played football.
I am.
Tell the
Outside
folks about that story.
Outside linebacker, strong side. I played for the Detroit Predators. And as you guys may know, we also had another women's team in town, though I did not play
Destroyers?
for that team. The Demolition.
Demolition. I was close, sorry.
But I had a fantastic time. What I really enjoyed about that experience is that opportunity wasn't available for us or women at that time.
Sure.
Now I see that there's flag football and things like that for girls that just got passed. But what I liked was that the ladies who may have played point guard in high school were our quarterbacks. Our receivers might have played volleyball. And so there was a lot of transference of skills that people had to tap into to really execute the plays by way of playing football. So it was a lot of fun. My best moment playing at the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, under the lights, Monday Night Football music. It was amazing. It was amazing, and it's just a memory that I'll forever cherish. So, yes.
Very cool. Now,
Yeah.
you've expanded. Things have gone well in Detroit. You've taken your show on the road to Grand Rapids.
Yes.
Tell us about it. It's a newish release.
It's a new.
Tell us about it.
So, well, Grand Rapids, a lot of people may not be aware of the fact that Grand Rapids is the second largest city in the state, surely behind Detroit being the first. But it's just a fantastic city. Being a Bronco, I went to Western Michigan University, and just really having an opportunity to engage with that side of the state and hanging out with friends and things of that nature, Grand Valley, etc. And so when the opportunity came to expand, it was really my thought to be very intentional about our next location. And so Grand Rapids is definitely growing and gaining in popularity, so we're excited to be there.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to having some events at Sugar Please Detroit and in Grand Rapids.
Let's do it.
But let's get the PSL community in. When should they attend? When should they come? When are you open and what days?
Well, Mondays and Tuesdays we're open 8 to 3, and Wednesday through Sunday we're open 8 to 6.
Awesome. And it's brunch?
It's brunch, breakfast all day.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Everybody loves that.
Every day, all day.
Wendy, we're so thrilled to have you on board this year.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Wendy Ringo of Sugar Please, the presenting sponsor of today's Media Day. More to come on the Preps coverage as we roll on from Detroit and Mary Grove College.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Well, we've met the Gold Division, and we've met some coaches, some players, and welcome back to Mary Grove here in Detroit, off of McNichols, Chad Bush, Evan Stockton. The Blue Division is next, and Jay Alexander is ready to introduce the Blue Division.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. As we introduced all the Gold Division teams, now we're going to introduce all of the Blue Division teams. Leading us off is none other than Cass Tech and Coach Cash.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here in representing Cass Tech football and our head coach, Marvin Rushing. We are entering year 6 of Coach Marvin Rushing's tenure. I'm the offense, my name is Cash Caldwell. Everybody calls me Coach Cash, offensive coordinator for Cass Tech High School. I'm entering my 19th season, I believe, maybe 20, I don't know, kind of lost count. First, thank you to PSL, DPSC, the athletic department, for hosting this great event. Anytime you can give our young people exposure to media, training, interviews, and fun to kick off the season is an awesome thing. So I just want to give you guys thanks for that. Let's get into our team. This year's mantra, our head coach has coined one sound, one band. Y'all may have heard that before. It's a little opposite, but it's basically to get everybody on one accord. The game of football, you know, you need a bunch of pieces to move in the right direction. Also, like music, band, everybody has to get in the perfect harmony. So in order for my quarterback to play well, I need the center to snap on the ball. I need the line to block. I need my running backs to pick up blocks. But for those guys to excel, again, I need the line to do what they need to do. For my receivers to catch the ball, my quarterback has to do his job. So essentially, it's to get everybody on one accord. The gentlemen I have with me today, my student athletes, are 2027 linebacker Colin Sumter. He's committed to Miami of Ohio. Damari Hendricks, also class of 27, running back and nickel. My juniors, I have Mylan Griggs, wide receiver, defensive back. Julian Taylor, running back, linebacker, 4.0 student. Donald Tabron, quarterback, 3.6, also golfs. He'll like to tell you about that. In 2029, my sophomores, Peyton Robinson, a wide receiver, defensive back, and Taylor Thomas, defensive end and tight end. Quickly, our off season, you know, a lot of people will talk about last year, but honestly, the past is the past. We have a saying at Cass where it's the only team that beats Cass Tech is Cass Tech. So we prepare the right way that we're supposed to. We'll give anybody a tough battle anywhere at any time. So that's one of our main things is just focusing on us. So this off season has been more of making sure we're giving kids proper nutrition, proper hydration, rest, recovery, taking a little bit more focus in our lifting program, all those type of things. Again, also our leadership development, because we want to focus on the whole child, because it's not just about football at Cass. Again, we preach student athletes, so that's one of our big things. Every day before we lift, either myself, one of our other coaches, or one of our players, we lead a meeting And so we just kind of, to get everybody again on that one accord. It could be about leadership. It could be about accountability. It could be about what you have going on in your life at the moment. So again, we try to focus on building these gentlemen up, not just to be great football players, but ultimately to be great men. So that's one thing that we do at Cass. We have a lot of great players, some who aren't here. I'm just going to touch on those guys who are not here. I believe he sent them to Jay or Nick, I'm not sure. Some of our players who also should be highlighted, who are not here. Antoine Wilkes, offensive tackle. LaMarcus Army, defensive back. Marco Evans, athlete, wide receiver, defensive back. Josh Baker, interior offensive lineman. Martez Livingston, senior defensive tackle. Anthony Foster, senior defensive back who's committed to Davenport University. Pierre Johnson, sophomore defensive back. Davis Green, sophomore offensive line, defensive lineman. Trent Lumpkins, junior offensive line, defensive lineman. And junior Caden Johnson, offensive line. Caden Johnson, defensive back, wide receiver. If there are any questions, I'm not sure what else is next. Just let me know. Is that it?
All right, we're going to continue. Coach B.J. Symes in his second year in East English Village.
How you guys doing? Hey, just stay right. How you guys doing? I'm Coach B.J. Sims. The East English Village Preparatory Academy at Finney. It's my second year as head football coach. The biggest thing I want to do is I want to say thanks to all the district, because the district has won. I've been at a couple programs in a couple different districts. This is by far the closest district I've ever been to, where anytime I got a question, I need help, I can call another coach in the district, I can call an administrator in the district, and I get a direct answer. Nobody's trying to beat us off the field. We're only trying to be competitive on the field. So one thing I want to do is just thank Detroit Public School District, because it's really the best league in the state. Second, I want to introduce some of my players. So first is Deshaun Logan. He's a junior, grade point average 2.8. Caden Dent, he's a senior, grade point average 3.0, plays quarterback. Malachi Lowe, one of our team leaders, he's a senior, strong safety, wide receiver. Greg Pope, the former PSL Athlete of the Year, I believe. Receiver, safety. And last but not least, and the youngest guy in the room, is Jalen Foy. He's going into his junior year. And I'll introduce him last because he's really one of the reasons I coach football. You come up here, Jalen. So when Jalen Foy started playing football, he really just wanted to kick. He was like, Coach, I just want to kick the ball. I don't want nobody to hit me. I don't want nobody to touch me. So he used to kick the ball and run off the field as fast as he could. But these guys been great teammates. They've been great friends. They've been a great community for him. Jalen Foy is probably going to be our starting wide receiver going into this year. He's really grown as a kid, as a person, as a player. I'm extremely proud of him. He's showing a lot of leadership this offseason, and he is what we call the Bulldog way. He is an example of the Bulldog way. He's a 3.5 student. He plays basketball. He runs track. He plays football. He volunteers at the youth program in the city, and he's a junior coach over at the Old Town Ducks. So at the end of the day, you know, it's one thing to be an athlete. It's one thing to be a student. He's a great human being. And he's an example of what we can all do if we just don't give up on kids. Because again, I'm telling y'all, he didn't want to do nothing but just kick the ball and get out the way. And so I would literally watch him go from kicking the ball and running off the field to catching touchdowns and 7-on-7s and like literally flexing up and just being a guy. And I'm extremely proud of him, but I'm more proud of these young men because they led him with their friendship. They wasn't bullies. They was good friends. They was good mentors. And they was able to just kind of give him a lot of confidence and bring him along as a human being. So I would say, you know, the biggest thing about our district and the biggest thing about East English Village and the Bulldog way is we don't give up on nobody. We're about building. So over at East English, everything is building. Go Dogs.
All right, we're going to continue on to our another second-year head coach, Coach Yancey and Henry Ford.
How you guys doing today? Everybody good? My name is Coach Yancey. This is my second year at Detroit Henry Ford. This is my first full season. Last year, we had a little turmoil within our organization, so I came in as the interim head coach, and this is my first full season. So this year, we had a chance to implement some of the things that I like in our program, and that was one, we got into weight training a little heavier this year. And for people that don't know, Detroit Henry Ford, we were a powerhouse back in the 80s when we played back in the 80s. Detroit was, and I aim to get this program back to that standard. With one of the coaches that inspired me the most was Joe Hoskins, and I just would like to make sure that we're on court for that. So I brought a couple of my guys with me today, and we're looking to make some noise this year. These are some of my guys. Stand up, David. And led by two of our seniors right here, our senior linemen. This is Karan Travick and Damian Polk. And then we have a young quarterback over there, Melvin Gladney, and a young wide receiver over there, in Darius Griffin. And these guys bring work ethic to the program every day. They don't miss practice, and they're on time for the most part. We got to work on it a little bit, but we're at a point where we're trying to get a culture change going on, and that's really what we're about over there. Yeah, I don't have much to say. I'm more about taking care of business on the field, and thank you for having me.
Next up, we have one of our better coaches in the Gold Division, and Coach Terrell Patrick and King High School.
All right, I'm a little under the weather today, so I'll be brief. Good afternoon. I'm going on year number 18 on staff at Martin Luther King, year 3 as the head coach. Thank you to Jay. Thank you to Detroit Public Schools for having us here today. Discipline is a form of your habits. Discipline is a form of habits. I was truly proud of our kids, but I was disappointed in our program last year because at the time of conflict, we showed bad habits. We showed very bad habits, and that's not the level of football that we're used to or become accustomed to. Week 2, 2 minutes to go, we go for 2. We're beating a nationally ranked team. It is 21-20 with 1:50 to go. We need one stop. 4th and 11, we lose contain, they get the first down, they kick a field goal to win the football game. Week 4, bad sportsmanship. Still find a way to battle and get back into a 2-day game. We're down 4 with the ball on the 20 going in to win the game. We give up 2 sacks and we lose. It's the habits always happen in the 4th quarter at crunch time. So because that lack of discipline was there and because the habits weren't where we need them to be, we want to change how we looked at things this year and get back to the basics of developing young men. From being on time to not allowing young men to curse on the football field, it's all how you develop those habits that show up in the 4th quarter. I still believe we were one of the best teams in the Midwest, in the nation last year, but 7-5 is unexcusable. Our game plan and what we do structurally, offensively and defensively, are going to keep us in the game. And I tell my kids every year, coaches get you the championships, players win them. So if you want to be a special group of kids, you find a way to hold your teammates accountable, and you find a way to develop those habits, starting in the weight room, starting with being on time, starting with touching the line, the small things. You don't find the small things on Friday. You find them Monday through Thursday. You find them in the film room. So I've laid down a huge challenge, not only to this group, but also to my coaching staff, who we've been through battles and wars before, but I've seen coaches panicking in the 4th quarter. Why are we panicking? This is the coaching staff that played for 7 state championships as a staff. And we're panicking in the 4th quarter of a regular season game unorganized. So after you challenge your players and after you challenge your coaches, a leader has to look within and challenge himself. So the biggest challenge that I put down to King football was really taking an introspective look on what we built over the past 2 decades. And you don't want to change it, but sometimes you got to tweak the ingredients. The ingredients from 2015 may not be the same ingredients we need in 2026. The recipe's still good. Might need a little more salt, might need a dash of this. Times change. Times change. One of the reasons for our success in the past is we were able to adjust to the newer culture of kids and kind of meet them where they're at. We have to look at mental health. We have to look at things outside of football. We have to make sure that come Friday that our student athletes are in the best possible position they can be to succeed. So you won't hear me talking about X's and O's. I don't give a shit what we run. But we'll be the best at it this year. It may not reflect in the record, but it'll reflect in the 4th quarter on how we play. If you focus on that, the goal at the end will be what it is. But we are a victim, and it's a very good problem to have. It's a huge problem to have. It's success, and sometimes you can become a victim to that success. And I think some of the guys, because of the success of the past, think you can roll the jersey out and the weekend of Thanksgiving, you end up in the building downtown. That's not the way it works. It is a journey. It is a weekly, a daily journey. And that's the task that we're faced with this year. I'm truly excited. I'm truly excited. Every year that you coach, you learn lessons. I tried to show a lesson last year when I lost my mother of how to fight through and give it all for the team. That may not have been the best decision at the time. I thought I was showing strong leadership, but when a person is that close, maybe I should have took a little bit more time away from football to be with my mother when she was dying. The real lesson should have been family. The real lesson should have been family, not football. So like I said, before I could open my mouth and say anything to a kid, I'm always going to self-reflect on what I can do as a leader. I'm very satisfied with where we're at this summer, but we have a million miles to go. Some of the young men have done their job on and off the field. I specifically brung my 4 kids who are committed to colleges right now. That means they did the right thing academically and athletically. We're expecting to sign double digits this year, but as of now, we have 4. We got Don Spillers, a 4-year kid committed to Michigan State. We got Jamari Riley, a 4-year kid, came up through our JV program, committed to Fair State. Another 4-year kid, Jordan Eaton, committed to Grand Valley. And another 4-year kid, Daryl Flemister, committed to the University of Illinois. All of these gentlemen, your best players have to be your biggest leaders. That's why they're here. If something's wrong with the heartbeat of the football team, I'm not going to a freshman. I'm going to one of these 4 who's going to college. So they have a huge responsibility. They've accepted that challenge so far. And we are truly, truly, truly excited. Like I said, I don't know what will be X's and O's this year. We got a lot of pieces and still a lot to be determined at a few positions. But I can swear on this, we're gonna look like an old school King football team this year. So however that looks, that's how it looks. However you remember that, that's what it's gonna be. Thank you, I appreciate the time, and looking forward to this fall.
All right. This is why I love our coaches. We tell it like it is. We are accountable for every action that we do, and we care about our kids. So love it. Been there, coach. It's never an easy way. Lost my mom during my season as well and had to continue on as coach. So in Division I when I was the head coach. So definitely not an easy thing to do. But we respect what you've done, what you've tried to do during that hard time, difficult time, and we love you. Next up is no stranger to the PSL. He's back as a head coach in his 2nd year from Mumford, Andre Harlan.
Good morning. Like Coach Mr. J said, this is my 2nd year at Mumford, 32nd year as a football coach, 27 years as a head coach. Took over Mumford last year in July. We was 3-6 last year. My mission was to change boys to men. And in the process, hopefully we win a few football games. This year, all season was probably the best off season I had since 2005. The kids really committed. They put in the work, and at the end, I'm looking for results at the end. Hard work, there's no substitute for it. They did work in the classroom. I probably had 2 kids that had to go to summer school for eligibility. I've been having 42 to 50 guys throughout the summer, which is what Mumford used to be. And I'm trying to get back to that way of Mumford from what I knew when I played in high school. I brought 3 guys with me. That's some of my leaders. 1 defensive end, we moving him to linebacker, junior named Jaden Sims. Senior receiver, Sterling Carroll. And junior corner, defensive back, Jamal Cannon. Jamal Cannon is a 4.0 student. Sterling Carroll is a 3.5. and Jaden Sims is a 3.0 student. I didn't bring them here just because of their grades, but they are leaders on and off the field, which is important to when you're trying to change the culture of a program. It's not easy to win. I tell people all the time, the hardest thing in the world to do is win. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. So it's the hardest thing in the world. My aspirations is to get like Cass and King. Why? They consistently do things the right way. That's why they win. They don't win because they got better kids. They win because they do things the right way consistently. And that's what I'm trying to get our program to buy into, is to do things consistently. And like Coach Patrick said, discipline. Once you discipline, everything else falls into place. I only have 2 rules for my guys: culture, have great character, and give me 100% effort. And character talk about everything. Your character speaks volumes for everything you do in life. It revolves around your character. All right, so that's it.
Thanks, Coach Harlan. Moving right along, we have Renaissance and Coach Ed Johnson, who's doing a tremendous job of rebuilding Renaissance High School.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, thanks. Shout out to Jay and the whole staff for putting this together every year. It's been getting better and better every year. I also want to give a shout out to all the coaches in the PSL. Our brand is growing. Teams are getting better. Our schedules are getting tougher because of the coaches, and they're doing a hell of a job every day. Like BJ said, what we're doing behind the scenes as coaches is unmatched, I believe. So shout out to all of y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. We head in a great direction. This is my 7th year over at Renaissance, 4th year as the head coach. Last year didn't go as planned. We lost the war of attrition early, so we had a lot of young guys forced to play that might not have been ready. So this year, we're looking for those guys to step up in a major way. We're looking to be competitive, more competitive. Like Coach Harlan said, we are chasing Cass and King right now. They are the standard, not only in the city, but the state and really in the nation for how to get things done. So again, big shout out to them. And again, we all striving to be competitive with those guys. This year, we just focusing on energy and effort. Just continuing to try to get guys to buy in. Over here at Renaissance, it's a little tough to keep guys there for 4 years, but we're trying to get a group of guys. We think we got a good group of guys now, a core group of guys that can help guys stay around, build that brotherhood, and try to get things back to how it used to be. My 4 guys I got with me, I got one senior with me, Curtis Stansel. He is the epitome of what a Phoenix is. On and off the field, he's been through some things. 4-year guy, program kid, he's worked his way up through the JV program, played some freshman ball for us, and he's expected to make plays this year. So these are the type of guys that we're looking forward to coaching each day, each year. And those are program builders, guys like him. He's a receiver in DB. He's going to be expected to make a lot of plays this year, and we're really proud of this guy. I got 2 of my juniors with me, linemen Brandon Andrews and Chase Graham. Looking for these guys both to step up in the major way on the offensive line and defensive line. And I got a sophomore with me, Kamari Thomas, who plays receiver and DB as well. We're looking forward to him making plays. Just looking forward to being competitive. Like I said, we got a tough schedule. Guys are doing a great job around the league, and good luck to everybody this year.
Next up, we got one of the longtime PSL leaders, family, been in the PSL. He's been in PSL forever. Courtney Dinkins and Southeastern.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank Jay for putting this on for whatever year this is. Like Ed said, it hasn't gotten bigger since he first started it to where we are today. Want to give a big shout out to all the coaches in the district on the staff, because we do a lot of great things for our young men. We may not see it every single day, but we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Like Ed said, we'll fight for our kids, we go to war for our kids and everything else. Although we fight and battle each other on Fridays, Monday through Thursday, you wouldn't even know that we fight each other on Friday. So this year for me is year 10 for me at Southeastern. Last year we went 6-4. We lost in the district to Denby by a last-second Hail Mary. So this year we're expecting bigger and better things from my young men. On the good side, we have a lot of returning people. Only lost 2 people from last year's team. So I'm returning most of my guys, so we should be pretty good this year. Behind me, I have all-city running back Khalil Hayes. Khalil's a 3.4, 3.5 student. He doesn't have any commitments or offers yet at this point in time, but some should be coming on the way very soon. Next to him, I have all-city offensive lineman Anthony Garrett. He's a second-year starter for us as well. I'm expecting big things from him this year on the offense and defensive line. Next to him, we have Sherman Neely III. He's also an all-city guy. Sherman plays everywhere. Last year, he had to play quarterback for the second season because we had a quarterback issue that was going on. Sherman can do whatever we need him to do, from running back to wide receiver to DB, safety, outside backer, whatever we need him to do. And last, we have Anthony Lassiter Jr. He is my starting quarterback coming in this season. He would be a junior as well. So I'm looking forward to having a good season. Looking forward to every game on Friday and Thursday night. Good luck to everybody else this season.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate that. And wrapping up the blue division, we have a first-year head coach, Coach Mickens, and Western International.
Morning, everyone. I am Coach Leroy Mickens. This is my very first year in the PSL. First and foremost, I'd like to give a thanks to Mr. Alexander for having this great event, this amazing event. I would also like to thank my athletic director, Juan Sanchez, and Principal Garcia for giving me this opportunity to lead these young men for this football season. What's the Western way? What's the Western mantra for this year, this program? Well, what we're going to do is we have the amazing opportunity of building something in a beautiful area in Corktown, which is a beautiful, beautiful area, beautiful town. And what we want to do is get the opportunity to involve the community with these young men and build a community that is full of the things that we need to do for these young men to be great men and great men of standard and also good in their lives. So that's what we're that's what we're trying to do. We're starting off at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, to make sure that these guys are what they're supposed to be as great men. So that's what we're going to start off as far as our program is concerned. We're starting with, obviously, weight training. We're starting with, obviously, getting out on the field. But what's more important to me is having building blocks, right? And so these guys behind me are definitely my building blocks. My seniors are here, and they're here to make sure that we create a standard for the guys that's coming from them. So I have my senior, DeMonte Middlebrooks. He's a senior. He has an acceptable grade point average. He's an extremely good kid, extremely smart, and I can't wait to see what he does this year. I also have Jordan Hawkins. He's also a senior, so he's also doing great things. He's going to do an amazing thing this year. And I also have my junior, Desmond Dudley, running back, cornerback, linebacker, who's doing amazing things this year as well. So, like I said, I won't be before you for long. This is my first year, so of course we're going to experience all kind of things throughout this season, but we are looking to be competitive this year, and that's about it. So thank you, appreciate the opportunity.
All right. That wraps up this portion. Stay tuned. We're going to have interviews on the prep from each individual team scheduled here to be in a second. We'll come back on the mic. But thanks again to everybody, including our sponsors. Wendy from Sugar Please, new brunch spot downtown Detroit. I can't wait to get it on in her restaurant. Let me just tell you, I'm hungry thinking about it. But Sugar Please, I can't wait. I heard so much about it. Thank you for your sponsorship to the prep. Thank you for your partnership with Detroit Public Schools, Community District, and more importantly, the PSL. Thank you for being here. We're excited to have you a part of what we do. But Sugar Please, I love it. That is absolutely awesome. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll let you know exactly what the schedule is here any second. So that's it for now.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome back to Mary Grove. We've got Media Day 2026, and we're excited to get into the teams and get to know these clubs. And we're going to start first in the blue division, and we've got a blue team to start with. The Mumford Ball Club is here. The Mustangs in the house. Andre Harlan in his second year as the head coach, and he's got Jaden Sims, one of his seniors, with him. Coach, congratulations on getting the job and getting a full season. You didn't have that last year. You got into the year about this time last year, and you didn't have a lot of time to work. You've had an off season. You've talked about the commitment in the off season. What kind of commitment have you seen from these guys?
Fully committed, 100% effort on a daily basis. We have a tutoring program that we ran Just a quick shout out to Somebody for that, providing that tutoring program for us. And when I say it was great for the season, the tip off, the kids understood that education was first before everything. And then from there, we went to the weight room and we was having 100% participation. They was working hard, and it made the difference. I could see already.
You know, Coach, you've had many different coaching stops, 2-3 decades as an assistant coach, as a head coach. Everyone talks about how kids and programs have changed over the years, but I'm curious, from the time you started coaching until now, how are things the same? How are student athletes the same?
Well, I say it all the time, is an education system. I think the adults, we changed. You know, because discipline is discipline. No matter what year the child was born in, I mean, if you set your standards, that's what it is. And I think a lot of times we change through the, what they call the new gene, fulfilling kids' needs, not necessarily desires, just something that we want a player. So in order to get a player, you do necessary things to keep them. And I still think that sometimes we do that to a disservice. Because now kids think they're entitled. And the word entitlement is huge. I think a lot of our kids feel entitled. If you don't get it from you, they're going to get it from somewhere else. You know, so this transfer pool and all this kind of crap, it looks like the college world. You know, if you're not happy here, you can just leave. You know, no accountability for anybody anymore. So that would, in my opinion, that's the change.
Last year, 3 wins. And it may not seem like a ton, Jaden Sims, but that beat the total win total from the previous 2 seasons. Yeah. It was an accomplished season for you guys. Talk about how things got turned around under Coach Harlan.
I didn't play when he wasn't here, but I'd say when I did play, he came in and he made sure that everybody was perfect as a team before we actually went out and played. Like, he made sure everybody was all together on the same page, and he built us to be men, and he still is building us to be men. Even the ninth graders, he still made sure that they was all well taken care of and everything. So when we went out to the game and played, it wasn't the fact that he was mad about the loss. It was the fact that he cared about that we tried, we put forth an effort, and we kept our composure. I know me, sometimes I had struggles or whatever, but he was always there telling me, hey, keep your head in the game, stay focused, stay on the win. And just to remember, just keep composure, and that on the other side, it's always going to be a greater victory.
So, Jaden, if you had to describe this year's team, what people need to know about Mumford coming into the season, what would you say?
I'd say that we're prepared. We got a little bit of changes that need to be made, more of like communication-wise towards our team, but I say that everybody knows what they're doing pretty much, and they all are on the same page to get the win.
All right. Well, listen, we're looking forward to it. We're going to follow you guys. It's a great story. Mumford emerging and trying to get into the higher up echelon. All the best in your journey to continue to climb this year. And we appreciate you both joining us. Andre Harlan, the head coach, and his senior Jaden Sims. We appreciate it. Thank you. All the best.
He's a junior, Chad.
He's a junior. Okay, well, he looks like a senior, and he plays like one. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, guys. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
We roll on, and it's time for the Jungleers to roll in. Detroit Southeastern in the house. Cordy Dickens in his 10th year. Hard to believe it's year 10 now.
Yeah. It
Feels good to have that double digit next to that. What have you learned in your 10 years in this league? What does it take to have a successful program?
Consistency. Nothing's never the same. And you got to come in each year attacking it as if it's the first year. Like I said, nothing's the same. Different kids, different formats. Everything kind of changes from year to year, and so you learn that as you go.
So you talk about change, Coach. I know you've been around at Southeastern for a while. I know you grew up in a family where your dad was a coach. Mm-hmm. So from the time you started coaching until now, how have you changed your style, if at all?
You got to change with the kids. A lot of times when I first started coaching, I was a more direct person. I want to say mean, but I'm going to say more stern.
Yeah.
And as I've been coaching over the years, you got to kind of lean back a little bit. You got to give a little ground, because one of the things is the kids are changing. The kids are different. So like Coach Patrick said earlier, you got to deal with more than just football. You're dealing with the mental health aspects of what's going on with these kids, or what's going on at home, and things of that nature. So as you've been doing this for a long time, you understand that I have to change and go so I can get the best output from my player on the field and as well as in the classroom.
One of the ways you can get a game accomplished and play the Southeastern way is to run the football.
Correct.
And run it effectively. When you've got a guy like Khalil Hayes that's been doing it now for 4 years, you got to feel really good. Khalil, congratulations on a great career. How do you feel approaching your senior campaign? What is your priority right now as you get ready and get your team ready for this camp?
I feel real good right now. Our main priority as a team, I think, is just to stay consistent.
Khalil, what are some of the ways you think you can stay consistent? Because you start right now, right before camp, and hopefully you guys have got a long way to go, right? A long season ahead. So how do you stay consistent every day?
By showing up to practice on time, doing what we need to do. Because we win games at practice, not the day of, not on Fridays, of course. Yeah.
It's a rich history. I mean, you've got former pros, you've got guys that have given back to the program. Southeastern is a place that has a little bit of heritage behind it. How proud are you of that, and how much responsibility do you feel to keep things at a high level with the high performers that have come through your building?
It's a challenge. I'm proud of what I've done over the years, and being a DPS CD or DPS product myself, I want to keep that tradition going. Even though I'm not at my current high school, but I want to keep it going to Southeastern. And the way you keep doing that is just, like I said, keep being consistent, keep fighting, keep doing things you're supposed to do. And as long as you do things the right way, good things will happen for us.
Well, Coach Khalil talked about we got a long runway to go here, staying consistent. How do you personally as a coaching staff make sure the guys get consistent, not just as we start the season, but throughout the whole thing, and hopefully for you guys a long season ahead?
Setting goals, setting challenges in front of us, even as a coaching staff. We are competitive as coaches, so we have a thing where the kids don't know, where we have our meetings on Sundays, and if your group was the bad group, you have to buy dinner for the coaching staff. I have 10 coaches, so that's a lot of money. You don't want to come out that money every Sunday. So those are things that we do. We challenge each other to make the kids better. We challenge each other to make sure they go into class. We challenge each other to make sure they're on time for practice. Things like that. And if you keep doing those things, you can only do, you can only go the best or in the right way at that point in time.
That's fascinating. So what's the most expensive dinner that has had to be bought? Do you know?
It came from me.
Of course it did.
It came from me.
Of course it did.
It was a full spread with the ribs and the macaroni and cheese and the whole full spread. So it was up there.
Well, next time at Sugar Please.
Yes.
Next time
Yes.
they got to go to Sugar Please.
Okay.
And it's on Evan, so we'll have a good.
Why is it on me?
Hey, you're
I didn't sign up for that.
You're the seasoned veteran here.
Huh.
There it is.
Courtney Dinkins, thank you so much. All the best this year for the Jungleers. And Khalil Hayes, keep doing your thing, young man. Keep toting that rock. We appreciate both your time as we roll on from Media Day 2026, live from Marygrove. Back with more on the prep right after this. Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back to Marygrove. We roll on with East English Village. And we've got a couple of guests. Head coach BJ Sims in his second year. And Greg Pope, new face for you at this school, East English Village. Great to see you again. Former winner of the G of the game. And so always good to see you, my friend. BJ, let's talk about year two. You were able to get through year one.
Yeah.
You implemented quite a bit. You guys had some success.
Yeah.
And you grew the program. What was the main goal going in? What did you want to accomplish in year one?
It was just a culture change. So from year one, coming in the door, it was a complete rebuild from top to bottom. We rebranded. As you can see, it's a lot of new logos. It's a lot of new attitude and a lot of new vision for the team as a whole, and the school also.
So, Coach, when you come in and you talk about laying the culture, laying the foundation, obviously you want to get wins right away, but sometimes you can't speed that process up. So how do you stay sane where you're trying to build a culture and it may take a little bit longer than you want it to?
Well, just be patient. Patient and persistence is the way to excellence, in my opinion. So instead of trying to rush and skip steps, you can't skip steps. So I always tell my kids, and whether it's my players or even my kids in life, is you have to enjoy the process, because without struggle there will be no progress.
Greg, you've been a multi-purpose used athlete, an athlete, as they say and would categorize. What kind of role this year in your new school will you have? Is it going to be any different than what you had at your former location?
No, sir.
Just playing my game. Wherever they need me, I'm doing my best at where I'm at.
All right, where are you going to start at? What do you expect?
The slot
Okay.
outside receiver.
Outstanding.
And nickel.
Have you made your college commitment yet?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, still making choices. You'll have a senior year to show off your talents.
So, Greg, we can't see the full thing. Maybe the camera. You've got the whole gray outfit going, dude. Coach was just talking about the new logos and the new jerseys.
Yes, sir.
You've got the gray jersey, you've got the gray sweats, and you've got the gray Jordan 4. So this is not a question, but the whole outfit looks great, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So,
I
but
appreciate it.
seriously, talking about what Coach said about laying the foundation and the program, and how much pride do you take now as someone who can lead to bigger and better success, not just this year for East English Village, but going forward too?
Coming into this program, Coach BJ and Coach Bang, they bring me to open arms, and I just can appreciate them, whatever they did for me. They bring me in, treat me like family, and yeah, that's all I can say.
Well, we're looking forward to following you guys this year.
Appreciate you.
Fingers
Thank you,
crossed
sir.
for a long season. Great success.
All the best continued. Great to see you from the old, the Ducks to EEV.
Yep.
All the best in your journey and success. Thank you both.
Thanks a lot, sir.
All right, more to come on the Preps coverage of Media Day 2026 was roll on right after this.
Go Dogs.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
We roll on from Media Day 2026 from Detroit. The PSL's finest amongst our presence today. Evan Stockton, Chad Bush, Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Now then, we've got the head coach, and we've got his younger brother. It's a family affair for the Pharaohs. Detroit CMA, led by their head coach in his second year, Alonzo Prescott Sr., and he has brought Karan Prescott, who has 10 offers, to the podium as well, one of his top players. Welcome. Tell us a little bit about what last season meant to you, what you learned as you continue to grow this program. That was your first season. What kind of message do you have to the team in the off season, and have they followed through with some of the things you've suggested?
For sure. Last year was just a learning experience, right? 0-9 the year before, now being 4-5. My biggest thing was coming out here and establishing everything early, right? Revamp the whole culture. One thing we say at practice every day is we're all we got, we're all we need, right? Or live or die for CMA High. That's like our big go-to right now. So coming in, I wanted to make sure that every kid believed that same thing. So whether we were in practice, whether we were in game, you know, we're here for each other, fighting for each other. Hopefully, you know, this year we can touch a ring, but that was the biggest goal last year, was just coming in and revamping the entire history.
So, Coach, what I'm curious about, right, is sometimes it's almost easy where you come in where there's winless. There's nowhere to go but up. But then taking the next step of, hey, we're back near 500. Now it becomes about taking that next step. So how do you do that this season and going forward?
Yeah, I mean, fine-tuning everything. So biggest thing was my running back, Robert Dean, you know, Karan Prescott, Caleb Barnes, right? That were big pieces on our offense last year. You know, we really didn't have the line to protect those guys the way we wanted to. So this year it was going in, bringing guys in like Elijah Noel, right? Guys who can not only help us protect our, you know, our better players, but also, you know, set the tone as far as physicality, leadership, right? Putting those guys in the same spots, moving pieces around. I mean, when we see teams now, it's like night and day. Like some teams we played last year, you know, we do 7-on-7 against now, and it's a whole different team, a whole different mentality, a whole different, you know, vibe with the program.
Karan, where do you see yourself playing this year? I know you've played over on the defensive side, offensive side, in multiple positions. Tell us what you're thinking you're going to play this year. Where should we be able to find you?
I'm going to be a receiver. I'm going to be working in the backfield. I'm going to be a safety.
All right. We'll see you around the way then. That's great. All over the field.
Looking forward to it. Karan as well. So we have a lot of great nicknames across the state of Michigan. There's the Martians at Goodrich, but I don't think there's any other pharaohs. That's fantastic. I mean, you know, you got Coach sitting to your right with the logo. That is literally an Egyptian pharaoh. I believe the Egyptian soccer team's mascot this year was the pharaohs. How cool is that?
That's crazy. It's amazing, man.
Clearly you've never thought about this like I have. It's the first thing I noticed when you guys went to the podium. Like, that is a cool logo, and if they want to send me a T-shirt, I will wear it. So, you know, it's a lot of pride of being a pharaoh, man. That's pretty cool.
And there's no surprise that it's communication, media, arts. It's kind of the business we're in.
A little bit.
How much? We try.
We try.
How much? Tell us about the curriculum. Tell us what that means. What do you do that's different than other high schools?
What do we do that's different?
Yeah.
They put us in front of a lot of cameras, a lot of interviews, just media arts.
So this is old hat. Like, this is not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good to know.
Awesome. Well, listen, we'll be tracking you, following you guys. Your opener is against Millington. All the best. We look forward to the progress. Congratulations on the progress. 0-9 to 4-5.
Yeah.
Quite impressive. Keep it rolling.
Appreciate it.
All right. More to come on the Preps coverage of PSL Media Day 2026.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
The Cody Comets are next up on this beautiful Tuesday Football Media Day. Thanks to the PSL. We also appreciate our sponsor, Sugar Please. My name is Chad Bush. He is Evan Stockton. And we've got the head coach of the Cody Comets, Darnell Bryce, in his 4th year, along with his top gun on the end. This is Christian Cabill, and he will move from wide receiver to quarterback this year, and that certainly will be a theme. Let's start there. You made the switch. Was it something you suggested or demanded? Is it something Christian wanted? Tell us about this move.
So we kind of talked about it earlier in his career. He was a freshman. I told him, you're going to be my quarterback when you're a senior. We had a quarterback. He's Lamont. He graduated this year. So we just had to fill that role, and Christian's the best guy to do it.
So, Christian, going from one spot to the other, there is history with this. In the NFL, Ryan Tannehill was a quarterback. I believe he was a wide receiver in college and then ended up being a quarterback. Do you think that prior experience is going to help you as you switch positions in any way?
Well, yeah. I feel like it makes it easier because I play receiver, so I should know what I should be or what I should do, where to throw it to, and how the route should be done.
And as you make that switch from one position to the other, how tough is it going to be to stay patient with yourself as you're still learning something new? And yes, you know the playbook, but it's in a totally different role. So are you worried at all that maybe you'll need a little bit more patience as you switch roles?
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need a little bit more patience because I feel like if I could, I'd run the ball more than throw it.
At least you're honest. We appreciate it.
Well, as spoken by a head coach who believes in the run and has been committed to the run.
Absolutely.
But you're going to have a young fella that can catch the rock this year in the freshman. So that's a new piece. Have you guys, I know 7-on-7 allows you to do a little more passing, something you might not do the majority of. But what's it been like working with your new freshman receiver and your returning receivers as well?
He's come in and he's really changed the dynamic of our offense. As a young fella, right? He's exciting. He catches the ball. He finds his way open. So he's going to be amazing for us. I expect him to have a big season.
Coach, I know you were just up at the podium talking about how you made the playoffs last year, but that's not the goal anymore. That's to get to that spot, keep moving forward, try to make a deep run in the playoffs. So if you guys are going to do that this year, what do you think a couple of keys are to that?
Number one, we got to stay healthy. Number two, our motto this year is built different. So our team is built to make a long run. We've conditioned, we worked out, we've got strong, but we got to win the big games. We dropped some games last year that we were absolutely not supposed to lose. This year, we're primed to make some wins, so get the wins that we need to keep going.
It's an academic, high-performing team. 3.3 GPA for your club last year. That's impressive. What's this team like academically? Do you get together in study groups? Do you read books? I mean, something's happening. You guys got some real academic synergy going.
It's mandatory. Mandatory for us. Books first, term of student athlete, right? So it's just something that we wanted to do. I don't want to have to deal with eligibility issues when it comes to grades, and we want guys to be able to qualify to be collegiate athletes, right? So they have to have those books first. So that's one of the big things we preach on. Academics first. Mandatory study table every day. We get together right after school before we touch a football, lift a weight, or do anything else. We in the classroom.
All right, student athletes, the Comets doing it the right way, and we look forward to watching your club and your attempt to get back in the playoffs, back-to-back years.
Let's make it happen.
All right, all the best to Darnell Bryce, the fourth-year head coach, and Christian Cabill, the new signal caller. More to come as we roll on from Marygrove, PSL Media Day 2026.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone. We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us. We couldn't do this without you.
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 Chad and Evan with you. We roll on to the Colts. Detroit Northwestern in the house. Michael Gibson in his 5th year joins us. And he's got his star quarterback, Elijah Jackson, an outstanding talent with us. Congratulations on the improvement of the way things in this program have been run. You've been able to build some things. I know they're small builds, but you've seen progress, and this is a good young man to build around. What's it been like under this new offensive system under Carell Jackson?
Well, to be honest with you, it's been a good transition, to be honest. We thought things were going to be a little difficult with the things that we were trying to teach these guys, but with him coming in, putting his stamp on things, I'm thinking things are going to be a lot better this year. I mean, I called offense last year. Points went up or whatever, but me being the head coach, I feel like I need to actually be more over the team and let the coordinators coordinate and do what they need to do as far as that, because not only am I looking to get these kids out of school, I'm also looking for my coaches to excel as well, to go to the next level. As you see, I had one coach with us, now he's the head coach for CMA, and Coach Prescott. So just trying to get guys, my thing is moving forward with everything. That's pretty much it.
Coach, if you had to describe your program in a couple of words, a couple of sentences, what would you say?
Hard working, never quit attitude, very resilient. These young men work hard. Like I said, this is my 5th year here, and we've been normally 7 to 8 guys in the summer program working out. That was the normal. We have 15 to 19 now. Mm-hmm. So we've really made a big progress in our program and getting these guys to go forward. So I would say that non-quit coat attitude is what we have, and that goes along with the school as well. We don't quit at all. We might be down, but we're never going to quit.
Sorry, Coach. Elijah, tell us about what it's like being the signal caller. You've had experience. Your coach has a lot of confidence in you. You've been able to get some linemen to help this year, it sounds like.
Yes, sir.
What's it like? How much joy do you have running this team as a quarterback?
I have a lot of joy because I have this man next to me. He makes sure everything is straight, makes sure I'm good, from the routes to making sure everything is ran perfect.
Elijah, would you consider yourself a natural leader, or do you think you have to push that side of you out sometimes?
Well, I consider myself a natural leader because, like, years, everyone told me, you a natural born leader. Like, since I was 8. I've been playing this game since I was 8. I've been told that since I was 8.
Do you want to play the game at the next level? Have you made the decision?
Yes, sir. I do want to play this game at the next level. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. What kind of academic, any thoughts or plans in college, what you want to study at the next level, or not yet?
One thing I would like to study at the next level is computer science.
Okay.
Computer science.
All right.
Or business.
There's a lot of open opportunities in that computer science world. I can't argue with that.
Amen. No, it's very true.
We look forward to watching the Colts and the continued improvement.
Yes, sir.
And so we appreciate it, and all the best, young man, and running this team and coach in your 5th year, continuing to get things rolling.
Thank you.
We roll on. From Marygrove, more to come on PSL Media Day from Marygrove. We're the Prep. Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. this PSL football season. Bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Welcome back to the Detroit Public School League Media Day. He's Evan Stockton, I am Chad Bush, and we've got Philip Dotson, the first-year head coach for the Detroit Douglas Hurricanes, and he has brought his senior receiver Jacob Smith as well. The Hurricanes are looking to improve upon last year. I know you're not proud of the record, but it doesn't tell the whole story. What happened last year that makes you think that this year is something you learned from, improved, and could be better?
So last year was about bad habits. You know, we developed a lot of bad habits last year that reflected in our games. This year, we're making a commitment to develop new good habits, you know, moving forward. And I challenged all of the guys to buy into this change in culture and mentality, and everyone has bought in. So that's the biggest thing in terms of improving from last year to this year.
Coach, what do you want those good habits to be?
Consistency, showing up every day, on time. You know, I tell my guys to be on time is to be early. If you're on time, you're late. You know, and I try to hold them to that standard, holding each other and themselves accountable. Like all of these things, these personal things, will help and help change this culture.
Jacob, you return most of your team. You only lost 3 guys from a year ago. Yeah. You've got 7 other seniors. It's a pretty good-sized class. What kind of vibe are you feeling about this team with the increase in numbers?
I feel like we can overcome our varsity because, I don't feel like smarter-wise when it comes to seniors, more mature. So I feel good about this year. I feel like we're gonna put our name on the map and ready to get on the field.
Jacob, Coach was just talking about the habits. As players, how do you make sure those habits stay intact and make sure everyone is following them? What kind of responsibility do you feel in that?
Well, I got to hold all my teammates accountable. So if you come to the field at 4 o'clock, you late. You get there at 3:30, you on time. So I just want to pull that in to all my teammates. Yeah.
You guys have had guys have had success as a school in other sports, right? Basketball has had great success. Mm-hmm. Is there any recruiting from the basketball team? Are those guys, do you guys share at student athletes, or is it kind of a separate type of operation?
So we have one player, my senior back there, Nazir. He played basketball this past season. He's the only player that the basketball coach allowed me to have. So what we've been doing, we're connected with a bunch of little league teams and 7-on-7 teams like the Rising Stars, and we go and we work with those guys, and we just trying to get a pipeline going. We're gonna be young, but that's okay. We're gonna build off of that.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing this going forward, guys. Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Philip Dotson, in his first year, the head coach, Jacob Smith, wide receiver, senior. We roll on from Mary Grove. Who will be next? Trivia to come. We're going to give some of these hats out. Trivia coming up next. Back with more on the prep after this. Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
to shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Your attention, please. Hello, hello. Your attention, please. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Hello, everybody. My name is Chad Bush from the Prep. We are proud partners with the Detroit Public School League, now in our 6th year. I want to thank Jay Alexander and his incredible staff for allowing us, when we started out, didn't have any games booked. Jay listened, Jay gave us a shot, and that's how the partnership has continued to grow. So I want to just take a moment to thank the Detroit Public School League for believing in us, and we believe in you. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. We're going to do some trivia. We're going to give away some G of the Game hats. We don't give these away easily. There's some folks in here that have some G of the Game hats. They've earned them. There's other ways to earn them. And today you can earn them by answering trivia questions. So we're going to ask 5 trivia questions, and whoever gets it right is going to come up, and they're going to get to pick a G of the Game hat. Is that cool? All right, let's do it. First one. What is the average GPA for PSL student athletes? Let's start in the back with the young man with the far back with his hand up. Yes, sir. Very good. He wins. Come on up. What's your name? Amante? Come on up, man. Give him a round of applause. From Detroit, Osborne. Come on up to the front, and you can pick a hat. There's a lot of Osborne. Ooh, there's some really nice Osborne colors in there. You got a lot to pick from. What's your full name again, young man? Last name? Toner? Thank you. All right, he got the red one. All right, let's give it up for Devontae. Next question. What is one of the main dishes that Sugar Please serves for brunch? What's one of their, and we're going to be kind of open on this. There's several options. So, yes, sir, Mr. Flemister, you had your hand kind of up. Go ahead, take a shot. Yes! Very good. Give it up for Mr. Flemister, University of Illinois commit. Get to pick a G of the Game hat. I think it's your second, maybe. And yes, all right, all right. Give it up for Daryl Flemister, Detroit King, senior. Okay, question 3, and there's only 5 questions, so we're running out. How many PSL alums are about to enter training camp in the NFL this week? How many are about to enter? Yes, sir. That's not correct, Mr. Anderson. No. That's very close. Curly. Close. No. Come on, we got to have some order. We got to have some order. Yes, sir. No, you guys are close, though, man. Yes. No. No. Griggs. No. A man in the far back. No. Yes. Yes. Come on up. 12. 12 PS. Huh? You did? All right, you get one too. Come on up. Come on. All right, you both win. That's great. We'll give out 2. Come on up. Your name again, sir? Huh? Maurice Fielding from Detroit Central. And? Jordan Hawkins from Detroit Western. They get G of the Game hats, both of them. I'm sorry I missed on the first one, man. Okay, there's only 2 more. We got 4 hats. We might have to give out some more. Where did PSL Executive Director of Athletics, Jay Alexander, play his college baseball? And he played it quite well. You already got a hat. No, you got one too. Far back. Not Eastern Michigan. He did coach there. Very, very close. And color scheme is close too. Yes, sir. You. Very good. Wayne State. Come on up. Come on up. He won. Wayne State. He was a Wayne State Tartar. Jay Alexander played for the Tartars from 1990 to 1994 under the famed Roger George. All right. Young man, your name, sir? What's it? Oh, Peyton Robinson. Congratulations. Sophomore? Junior? Sophomore. Receiver. Congratulations. All right. We got one more question, 3 more hats. We might have to do another one. How many PSL teams made the state playoffs last year? If you already won a hat, you can't. Oh, you did not. You. Yes, sir. Close. Yes, sir. Yes. Come on up. Great job. Demarion Broyles from Detroit Denby wins a hat. Congratulations. 2 more G of the Game hats. We got to come up with 2 more questions. Okay. How many state titles has Detroit, and you can't answer this, anybody on the King, I'm sorry, you're ineligible. How many state titles has Detroit King won? They've won the most in the PSL. He said 8. He said 6. That is correct. Come on up. You won a hat. Congratulations, man. Okay. Curtis Stanshill from Detroit Renaissance. Congratulations. Let's give it up for him. We got one more hat, one more question. Anika, any PSL trivia you want to throw out? Oh, okay. What high school did Anika McEvans graduate from? Yes, sir. No, she did not. She did not. No. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Yes. Jaden Anderson from Detroit Central. Give him a round of applause. Thanks for playing trivia. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with more. Thanks for watching the Preps coverage at PSL Media Day 2026.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Back-to-back trips to Ford Field for the Green Guys. The bar has been raised, but they want it all. We've been joined by Cash Caldwell, the co-offensive coordinator in his 19th year of coaching.
Yes, sir.
And Donald Tabron, the junior quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And top quarterback nationally ranked for Cass Tech. Coming off a loss in the finals, but what a season, 13-1. You made it all the way.
Yeah.
The success of the season has to be celebrated. You guys had wins. Mm-hmm. You beat your rival. You beat Adams, and you beat Saline. You won all these games. You had success. Talk about what you're continuing to build upon in your third year now, trying to get back Donald Tabron as the quarterback.
I would just say, just with the guys we have coming back, Mylan Griggs, Jew, Peyton, Colin, and then, some of the young guys stepping up. We're going to have a great supporting cast around me. Just being able to, our whole goal is to get back to that game and repeat what we did my freshman year.
Donald, I heard a rumor there's been a lot of good quarterbacks to come out of this area in the last 5-10 years. I mean, Dante Moore, Detroit King, he may be the first overall pick next year. And obviously Bryson and what he did, top recruit in the country and now at Michigan. Mm-hmm. What kind of responsibility do you feel now as the next guy in line to keep that going?
Just keep doing what I'm doing now. Going to state championship games, win state championship games, and then just being me. I don't want to be, can learn from Dante and learn from Bryce, but I just want to be me and build my own future. Neither of those guys have won 3 state championships, so that's the goal, to maybe one of them win 3 state championships, but just be myself.
4 state titles for Cass Tech. You've got the 4th most pros in the NFL of any high school. Just such a rich tradition, Cash. Mm-hmm. Tell us what an honor it is for you to coach these young men, and what makes this group a little different maybe from last year's group. You lost some guys. You bring a ton back, but it's a different team. What's different about this team?
To start it off, it is a blessing to be a part of this this program. I'm an alum of the school and alum of the program, so I just wanted to make sure I came back and gave back to my program the way it gave to me. And the results have spoken for themselves over the last 2 decades and what we have been able to accomplish. And with this current group, they're hungry. The past is the past, last year is last year, and this year we set our sights on getting back to Ford Field. It's always state championship or bust at Cass Tech, and it'll never change. No matter who's at quarterback, at running back, at linebacker, receiver, no matter who's coaching. Coach Witcher left, and we've kept the ball rolling with Coach Rushing, and we will continue to do the same thing. So,
Coach, Chad just mentioned a lot of those things, right? I think people forget, okay, CC ended up winning the state title last year, but you guys went in on, what, a 33, 34 game winning streak. It takes a lot to knock you guys off at any time. So as a coaching staff, how do you get yourselves and the players to not feel the pressure of, if we don't win the state championship, it's a bad season?
You celebrate those wins still. Even if you don't reach your ultimate goal, there were still positives. I mean, 13-1, you can't take away from that. League champion, division champion, district, regional, and obviously state finalists. So you don't take away from it. You still praise those things, but the reality is, our goals, the standard is a standard. And Like, we don't want them to be upset, but we wanted to fuel them, for us to get back to get back to Fort Field.
And I got one more question for Donald. They asked us to ask you about this. Apparently,
Okay.
you're a good golfer. What's with the handicap at? How are we playing right now?
So the last time I checked, it was a 15.8.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. So not terrible. Not Tiger Woods either.
Well, none of us are Tiger, dude.
And
None
not
of us
Charlie.
are.
And not Charlie either. So just slowly getting better, playing more consistently. Played a few times over the summer. I play again. Saturday and Monday.
Okay.
But just slowly getting better. It's a game that I can play for a long time past football, and they say all business deals are made on the golf course. So, playing until, I'm 50s, 60s, 70s, and just slowly getting better. Learning to play now and not having to learn when I get older, it's definitely easier.
That's awesome.
This is a loaded team.
Yes.
I mean, this might be the most loaded team at Cass Tech in their history. I mean, let's be honest. You got 15 Division I either offered or committed. Power 4 guys, probably 12 of them offered. I mean, that's a filth of riches.
Yeah.
What's it like balancing these guys? Is it a challenge to manage? Is it easy to work with?
Yeah.
And you as the leader,
Yeah.
how do you approach that kind of talent pool?
If you turn around and look at all the guys behind us, we're wearing the same thing, same shirts. It's a unity, it's a brotherhood. Each and every one of us, strive to be unique in our own ways, but still brothers at the end of the day. Each of us come from our own background, we grew up differently, but we all still respect each another and strive for the same goal to go to the next level, play high, D1, D2 football, and win state championships, and that's our goal at the end of the day. So if we all can believe in the same thing, same goal, it's not hard for us to just rally around each other and see each another be the best they can be.
Looking forward to covering you guys this year. I know Julian's sitting back there somewhere.
Yes,
That man runs the ball hard.
100%.
I'm looking forward to watching you run the football this year, man.
You've got weapons all over, and we've talked about Julian Taylor. The guy to his left can tote the rock too, and Hendricks, and you've got others you can throw to. I mean, are guys like handing you $20 saying, "Hey, man, give me the ball"?
No, it's just game-to-game basis. A lot of times, like we got to the C Championship King game last year. My only one prep player, just because that was his game to shine out. He had 2 touchdowns. Balled out that game. There was other games where where's Jew where it was I think it was Rochester Adams game.
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns. So it's just game by game basis. Some guys are gonna play better this game, or some guys might get the ball more this game. But each and every one of us are gonna ball out, get the ball. Damari, Jew, Peyton, Mylan, track, whatever it is, they're all gonna get the ball, all gonna go ball out.
You get a return trip to Granville. I know you opened with Michigan City, the Wolves, and I'm not overlooking them. 8 wins last year, they're solid, but Granville is an intriguing matchup.
100%.
It's on the road, it's on the left coast of Michigan, and you got to travel and play in front of their raucous crowd.
Yeah.
You had a tight win against them last year. That was a fun game. We called that on the prep, a wild one. You win that game. You guys won 3 games early in the year by 5 points or less. How much did that help you really explode into the postseason with confidence? I want to hear it from both of you on that.
You can go ahead.
I would just say the grittiness of this team. Rockford, running the wing tee, wishbone, whatever you want to call it. That's not easy to play against. I don't believe the offense didn't touch the ball until I believe 8 minutes into the second quarter. We didn't have a drive in the first quarter, which is always challenging. But guys rally around each other. We got a bunch of big goal line stops throughout the game in the fourth quarter. That's just a test to our defense coordinator, Coach Kelly, our defense led by Coach Colin. And we're going to hope to do the same thing this year when we go up to them. It's going to be a hostile environment. Just remember that from playing Rockford my freshman year, hostile environment. That's just how they are. But we're, we played hostile places. We played against Catholic Central semifinal when at Troy Athens. That was hostile environment. So, we're built for it. And, that's what we're trained to go against each and every day.
Yeah, those tough games early test your character. It gets you ready one way or the other, and it showed that our boys we might bend, but we won't break. And obviously it propelled us through the rest of the season and into the playoffs, where sometimes it looked like it was kind of easy because we were averaging a lot of points at one point in time. But tough team. Obviously, we're not overlooking Michigan City, but I know Granville's itching to get back at us because of that, that last second field goal that we beat them on. Great team, great program. Again, we have to go there, so I know it won't be easy. It won't be in our favor, but as long as we do what we're supposed to do, we should be able to handle business.
You talked about, last question, you talked about Thomas Wilcher and the transition to Marvin Rushing, and Coach had been a part of the program as the linebacker coach, but the way he's been able to win consistently and lead this team since he came in, not a surprise, but this is a unique presence that he's made as the head coach for this elite program.
You hear things where people say you never want to follow the GOAT. You don't want to be the man right behind the man, but Coach Rushing has done an amazing job. We've had changes and transitions in staff, but we have consistency, like myself and a few others. But again, the standard is the standard, and as long as we keep that, we will continue to be one of the best programs in the area, the Midwest, and in the nation. And that's just what it is. Like we're going into year 6. Coach Rushing has already been to 3 semifinals and 2 state championships. Who would have thought? And we were this close to being, year 2 in 2022. We lost the bill. We were this close to being in the state championship in year 2. So, we're gonna just keep this thing rolling as best we can, as long as these guys buy in, put the work in, believe in each other, believe in the system, and I said we'll continue to be one of the standard bearers, one of the standard setter of this here state. So.
All right. We appreciate it very much. All the best.
Thanks, guys.
Look forward to covering you down the line.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Donald Tiburon, the junior quarterback. Cash Caldwell in his 19th year. An alum of Cass Tech. Marvin Rushing not with us today, previous engagement, but we look forward to catching up with him soon. Back with more as we roll on from Marygrove for the PSL Football Media Day 26.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. They're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. They're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back. My name is Chad Bush, Evan Stockton, Evan Westfall taking over the big chair. We appreciate the PSL for having us here. We appreciate Terrell Patrick in his 3rd year as the head coach joining us. along with Daryl Flemister, who won a trivia question and a G of the Game hat as well. Coach, listen, this has been a season that you've had to learn from. You told us about it. 7-5 is not the standard at King. I know it seems icky, but there was a lot of positive along the way. You made it to the regional final game, and you return a whole group of players that I know you're excited about this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot to be learned from, but luckily we're mature enough as a staff to kind of do some soul searching and look within, set the expectation for us, and then pass that down to the kids.
You know, Coach, we just talked to Cass Tech, and obviously they've won a bunch of state championships recently, but your resume, when you stack it up, I mean, anyone in the Midwest, you've had 2 losing seasons since 1980. 2. And you've got 6 state championships. So as a staff, how do you not put too much pressure on yourself to go, shoot, we have to keep this thing going. This has been going on for 50 years at King.
Well, the complacency. You fight complacency. We're battling different things, so you never want to become a prisoner to your own success. So you have to fight that complacency and treat every year. You have to almost rebuild yourself and treat every year as its own individual year and not worry about the history of the program.
You said you need to tweak the ingredients a little bit. It's still there. The recipe, you said, let's use the same, but we're going to tweak some things.
Absolutely.
What kind of ingredients are you going to throw in that recipe?
Well, like I said, habits form your discipline. So we're just going to change some of the habits. Practice habits, being a closer, being accountable, mental health, academics. We just want to take some of the habits, some of the bad things that we've seen creeping into the program and address them immediately. And to me, those things will pay off in football games.
And, Coach, I know the guy sitting to your left used to be the quarterback. Last year, Andrew was the quarterback. He's gone. You don't have to give away the recipe yet, but there will be a quarterback change going into the season.
Absolutely.
How important is that position going to be this year?
It will be important, but it will not be the most important position on the field. We have to dominate in trenches on both sides of the ball. I think we have the people to do it. And whoever the quarterback may be, it may be several different quarterbacks that we play. I'm not opposed to playing more than one, but whoever that person may be, they'll be prepared and ready.
Daryl, you're committed to Illinois. Congratulations on your commitment. You're going to play defensive back there,
Yes.
they tell me. This year, you're going to shift a little bit, and you're going to play back to the old position of quarterback. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts on this new position old position that you're going to play.
I mean, it's a natural position for me. I grew up playing it, and I mean, anything Coach TP need me to do, I'm going to do it. So any position he need me to play, I'll play it.
Daryl, we just asked Coach about the tradition of Detroit King and the pressure they feel. But as players, you know, as you go and play games against Cass Tech for city championships and you go through the playoffs, what kind of pressure do you guys feel as players to shoot the guy who may be the #1 overall pick in the draft next year? He was just at this school 4 or 5 years ago. What kind of pressure do you feel in that?
I don't really think it's pressure. I just think we got to live in the moment, just be in the moment, and just play as a team, be one, and then the outcome will be the outcome.
Coach, you lost your mother during the season last year. In fact, during the Cass Tech game week, that had to be extremely difficult for you. You talked earlier about, you know, maybe giving yourself a little bit of too much pressure for not being able to do things, but no one can ever prepare for this situation. What was it like dealing with that, and how strong have you become with your family through this loss? How much strength have you gained?
I've always been extremely close with my family. My dad coached the offensive line at King for 35 years. So my mother, you know, has been associated by marriage with the program for over 50 years. So whether you were cheering on my dad or cheering me on, my mother was a giant in my life. And I still got guidance just coming from up above now. Yep.
Yeah, that's great. This is a season that's going to start against Toledo Whitmer, and it's going to carry on to Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the champions. back-to-back. Let's look at that road game at St. Mary's, not to overlook Whitmer. They're a respectable team. What is it going to be like playing another Division II school that you could face again in Ford Field?
We're looking forward to the challenge. I don't believe in scheduling cupcakes. You want to know who you are, you find out early. Figure out what you need to work on. So we're going to go out there and give them absolutely everything we have. We're going to expect them to give us everything they have. And we will not be a results-driven football team. The process will dictate the results. So the preparation is what we're worried about. The Monday is what we're worried about. The film is what we're worried about. The outcome is going to be the outcome. You take care of the preparation, you live in the process, and then we'll deal with the outcomes.
Well, it sounds like everything's in line for a great season. You've got Don Spillers committed to Michigan State, Jordan committed to Grand Valley, and you've got Darryl to Illinois, and then you've got several others I know with you. This is a loaded team. We talked about Cass Tech, but you guys are too. I mean, you've got a lot of talent to work with. What's a new piece of talent that folks are going to be surprised about that maybe they weren't seeing last year?
I think our running back room is probably the deepest running back room in the state. I know we lost Mike Duke to Rutgers, but you have Vernell Lee, who won the state championship in the 100. You have Marion Stewart, who would have placed in the finals. I think you pulled a hamstring in the semifinals. And then you got Willie. We've got 4 running backs that all ran under 11 flat in the 100 meters. So they're not the big downhill back, the 200-pound backs that we're used to. But if you miss, the fight's going to play.
Well, we're looking forward to it, guys. It's always a pleasure to cover you, and feels like another big year's ahead. Best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. All the best. We roll on from Mary Grove. It's been a great afternoon. There's more to come. Don't go anywhere. We're the Prep.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Chad and Evan back with you. Time to get to the east side of Detroit. And the Tars of Denby are in the house.
Yeah.
Zach Carr, the head coach, and he's joined by Trey Bush, wide receiver. Guys, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be back.
It's been a regular thing for Denby to be at Ford Field.
Absolutely.
For the city title.
Yeah.
You guys have high expectations again this year. You've got a great group behind you. What's the off season look like, and what kind of prosperous things have come out of camp so far?
So, in the words of Coach Mobley, the standard is the standard, So a team that's rooted in hard work, a team that's rooted in guys working together. It's been an amazing offseason. Our attendance at practice has been top tier. We've seen, because of the attendance, we've seen the growth in guys in a short amount of number of time. From the offensive line, from the skill position, from the quarterback position, guys are developing at a rate that where, week one, we'll be ready to play.
Coach, clearly the future at Denby is very bright because we can't see past your shades.
That's
Those
it.
things are amazing. Those are like
Absolutely.
40% of your face.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
The programs we just talked to, right?
Yeah.
Castech, Detroit King,
Yeah.
long histories. Same
Correct.
with you guys. So similar questions to what we were asking them.
Okay.
How do you make sure that standard continues? How do you make sure there's never a dip?
And it starts with the adults that are in the building, modeling the expectation for our students day in, day out, and having a shared understanding of what modeling looks like for our core values, which is the Cartway: character, accountability, relation, and respect. And then that bleeds into the students, and then that goes into their homes, and that becomes a culture inside of Denby High School. And so we see it day in, day out. I can't say enough about our guys. Our guys are amazing, man. They really understand the goal that we have, and it's a shared understanding. And so Denby High School is a place that, here's an interesting fact, Denby High School has the most city championships in PSL history, But King and Cass, those are schools that we hope to aim to be, because those are perennial powerhouses on the national level, and we're trajectorying to get there with superstar players like Trey Bush, who's an awesome guy, multiple Division I offers, and guys that can that can flat out play football.
Trey, tell us a little bit about your skill set, what it's been like in this off season and 7-on-7, and what's your positive outlook for this season?
In the off season, we've been doing good. We were getting timing good with the quarterback. We've been conditioning heavy. We've been studying the playbook. We've been working as a team. But me overall as a player, I'm just a playmaker. Could play anything, wherever the coach put me. Catch the ball, I can go deep, I can catch pick sixes, make the tackle. I can do everything the coach wants me to do.
Trey, what do you like most about being part of the Denby football program?
I say the family. I say the brotherhood. It's like no other, for real. When one fall, we all fall. When we together, we together.
What's it like playing for Coach Carr in this system? And it's a discipline-based program. And so what are some things with Coach Carr that you respect and appreciate?
I respect a lot of things about Coach. But a lot of things I respect more. He's it's more than football with Coach. He's a mentor. He's an activist. He'll help you outside of football. So it's really more than football with Coach. So I appreciate Coach for that.
No doubt.
100%. Well, I know we've had the chance to cover you guys the last couple of years, and I know, fingers crossed, knock on wood, you're hoping that we have that chance again coming up Ford Field. How cool is that opportunity? Obviously, you've made it a handful of years, but to have that pride and get to that game, what does that feel like?
It's a great opportunity. It's an area where we aim to get every day, but now we're at a point where that's just one check off in the box, right? So how the rate of our program, how deep can we go in the state playoffs? That's where we are, as a program. Years past, we'll see Cass and King go deep in the state playoffs, and we'll be at home watching. And so, from a coaching staff, from a player perspective, how much can we get better? From a cerebral standpoint, from a playing standpoint, from an attendance standpoint, from a parent standpoint, so that we can make sure our guys in the best position to make a deep playoff run.
All right. You've said it all, and we appreciate it, and we expect to see it at Ford Field.
Absolutely.
Zach Carr, the head coach,
and
Trey Bush, the wide receiver. We roll on from Marygrove. More to come on the prep right after this.
Gotcha.
Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Pressure, steps up, Marshall wants to run again, cuts down the middle of the field, all alone, touchdown, Warriors! What a cut.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
We go to the north side of the city, Detroit Central. The Trailblazers are in the house. And the longest tenured coach in the PSL joins me to my left. And great to see Jimmy Macon, 35 years now at doing this thing. Does it ever get old? Do you ever think, I'm not going to do it this year?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. But you come back and you're ready for the 2026 season. After a season last year that it started hot, right? 6-1 to start the year. A lot of positives to pull from last season. Tell us what your makeup is of this offseason and how things responded and where you're at as you head into this new 26 season.
Well, this is the first time in about like 9 or 10 years we was able to go right into an off season because we got, ousted out early in the state playoffs. But, we worked on it and we came right into the gym that December. We didn't even wait. We didn't wait till July. We didn't wait till no January, none of that. We just went right at it. And a lot of my guys committed themselves, as far as running track. So that helped them a lot. They build their character up as far as, strength and sprints, conditioning. So that helped them to where we tremendously prepared now mentally.
Coach, I know you were just joking with Chad about it. I've been doing this a while, and, sometimes I wonder how I'm going to keep going. So why do you keep coming back? What fires you up still about being a coach after all this time?
Well, it's still the community and the kids. At the end of the day, you say, well, this is my last term around, and somebody all of a sudden pops up, you get those young guys come in, and you say, dang, who's going to do this now? Who's going to take over, take that lead to be where they can make it, It's a lot of sacrifice to it.
The guy to your left is Maurice Fielding, defensive end, tight end, and a prep hat because he won a trivia question.
Yes.
This is a guy that you are really excited about and proud of with his progress.
Yes.
Talk about Maurice Fielding and what he's meant to this program so far and why he's at this podium today.
Well, when he came in, he was a chubbier kid, and he had ambitions to be great. And, he came in his sophomore year, started working real hard, stayed in the weight room, still stay in the weight room, ran. He ran track. Anytime a guy don't mind getting up to run the 400, 800, and a half mile, hey, man, that's hard fighting right there. So, I know I can trust in him. He's always going to be there. He showed good leadership. He's getting the young guys to understand, what it takes, when it's their turn, they can step up and, arrive to where, he got to where he's at because, he had to take his bumps and bruises as he went through his road. So now, it's his turn to lead and show those guys, hey, come on, man, y'all could do better than that. He matured. Sometimes you get a young kid in, they always playful, they talk, they just saying everything, but yet still they got to grow up. And then when they find out that they got to be the big brother, everybody understand that.
Maurice, for anybody who's watching this who doesn't know a lot about the team yet, what do they need to know about your football team this year?
A couple things that they need to know about Detroit Central High School football team is that we're very determined. Like this season, we coming for it all. We got a nice little chip on our shoulder. Unfortunately, last year we didn't make it to the city championship, and that was kind of a huge thing for us because usually we do make it. Lost a couple games that we should have won. That was another chip on our shoulder. As of right now, we're very determined and very committed to our football team and whatnot, and we want people to know that we come for it all.
You got guys sometimes in a team that are physically imposing, and you call them an airport team, right? You walk in an airport, and you're like, wow, where do they play? These guys, you got some big dudes. Like, these are some big guys.
Most definitely.
I mean, you guys should go to an airport just to hang out and walk around and tote your chests out. I mean, this is an airport team if I ever saw one. But seriously, how much physicality, how much is physical play and physicality going to be a part of what you guys are this year?
It's going to play a huge part because, you know what I'm saying, football is a very physical sport. And, you know, the guys I got behind me right now, I got some dogs with me, you know what I'm saying? We're very physical, though, and we don't mind being physical, whether you on our team or not. And at practice, we rough each other up because we want each other to know, like, this is a physical sport. Like, when you play this sport, you got meaning behind it. Like, we're a very physical team, and if you're not on the team, and if you're going against us at that, we feel bad for you because we know, like, we're going to get real physical with you.
Well, the other thing about it, though, you know, I got like 7 returning starters on the defense. So that will help, you know, 7 out of 11, you know, they understand the game, they know what's going on, and they can perform at that high level to where, you know, you can compete against anyone. And like he said, they roughhouse each other at practice so much, you know, you be wondering, hey, man, hold on. You might be afraid to be at that practice because you thinking they're going to get in a fight every time you look up, but you know, they know how to just talk trash and get back into the huddle and do what they got to do as far as what they're doing.
There you have it. This is a team with a great outlook and a revenge season coming. Look at Anderson back there. He's drooling with that prep hat, looking to get into action. He's a Power 4 prospect as well.
Yeah.
All the best. You guys are geared for a great season.
Right, and when you look at those two guys with the hats, man, believe it or not, them returning all-state players. Yeah. So, you know, they capable of understanding and knowing what it takes to get to that high level to compete at, you know, a strength of what we need to do for 14 games, man. So I always, always respect you guys, man. Thanks for always coming out and being around.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you guys.
Well.
That's Jimmy Macon, and that is Maurice Fielding. More to come on the Preps coverage of PSL Media Day 2026 from the city of Detroit.
Here we go.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
He's Evan Stockton. My name is Chad Bush. We've got a great crew here today from the Prep. We especially thank the PSL Executive Director, Jay Alexander, and his fine staff, Anika McEvans, many, many more, so many to mention. We've got Ed Johnson, the head coach in his 4th year for Detroit Renaissance. Speaking of Anika McEvans, this is her alma mater. Somebody won that in a trivia question. And Curtis Stanciel, the wide receiver, defensive back, and the senior, good enough to join us. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
What's the summer been like for you guys? What's been the most productive, positive thing that has come in the off season? What's making you feel good about this upcoming camp that you're about to endure?
We got a lot of potential. A lot of young guys got a lot of time last year, so watching them grow into bigger roles this year is always exciting, and so that's what we've been doing this summer, just trying to tighten things up, teaching them how to be better varsity players, how to move, how to act, how to do things a certain type of way, things like that.
Coach, we with the prep have been to Detroit Renaissance a lot. Basketball's had a lot of success over the years. I mean, every year we're there for soccer. They win the PSL championship, it feels like, every year playing Cass Tech. So how do you try to build that on the football side? What steps are you taking at Renaissance?
Man, we're trying to change the culture, not only in football, but for the whole athletic program at Renaissance. So just getting there and trying to get everybody to buy into the mentality, the hard work. We always talk about you can control what you can control, which is your energy and your effort. And as long as you have those things going in a positive direction, things will usually work out right on the other end.
By the way, we have to talk about maybe the best program at Detroit Renaissance. The girls basketball team made the state championship last year. If we forgot them, we'd get in trouble. So sorry, ladies.
Sure.
Anyway, Chad.
No, good shout out there for sure. Well deserved. Curtis Stanciel, a playmaker, both sides of the ball, and you've been a part of this, a 4-year varsity member. Tell us what this season has been like in the offseason and how much leadership you've felt that you need to bring to the team as one of the top dogs and top voices coming back.
I feel like we don't have a lot of seniors, so I'm able to step into a better leadership role. And also, we have a young team, so I feel like we can build for the next coming years, and we can easily make playoffs and make a big impact later.
Curtis, in terms of being a leader with some of the younger guys on the team, are you naturally someone who leads by example? Do you get in guys' face? What's your style?
I have to grow into this role of being a leader. I'm more of an introverted person, and over the years, I'm able to step out of that comfort zone, take the coach head. So I'm able to lead by example. I'm more of I'm still like a laid-back person. I'm not the type of hype person, but I want to lead by example and show the young people how to do it.
Well, we would never tell that you're an introvert. You're doing a great job in this interview, man. We'd never be able to tell.
Academics always at the forefront when you talk about Renaissance
Yes,
High
sir.
School. What for you is next academically and collegiately? Do you want to play this game?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a focus in study that you are set on yet, or talk about your future in the academia world and college world?
Yeah, I want to go into kinesiology when I get to college. I've been looking at any schools in our region, like anywhere, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio. I don't want to go too far, but I don't want to leave like my home in a sense. Yeah, I want to go to kinesiology and try to be like some type of athletic trainer, something like that.
Good for you.
Awesome. Give it up for Detroit Renaissance, the Phoenix, who are rising in 26. And we're glad to have their head coach, Ed Johnson, join us, and their star receiver, defensive back, Curtis Stanciel. Thank you, gentlemen. That hat looks wonderful on you.
Thank you.
Have a great year. We'll be following you guys.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
All right, we're back. The Doughboys, Detroit Pershing, 7 Mile and Ryan, the pride of 7 and Ryan, Jabari Jones, in his 8th year, the assistant coach, and he joins us with Kenneth Porter, his leader, one of his leaders and one of his prime guys that will make this team prideful in this 2026 season. Look, last year, you guys get to the playoffs. You got in. You had some success. What was the takeaway from last year when you look back, Coach Jones?
I would like to say I think that we should have had more quarterbacks ready because when Deshaun Patterson went down, that kind of took the team down. So this year, I'm looking I got 3 quarterbacks coming back. Even though we're young, I got my whole JV returning, so it's not like I'm not familiar with the team. That's the team that I coached last year. So I got a couple PAL team, Cowboys that we coach over there. So I got a lot of kids coming. So we've been working hard this year. And this year, I'm kind of proud of the kids because we've got like 8, 9 kids on the honor roll this year. So we're trying to change the culture and get our kids ready and prepared. But with the guys I got sitting up here, I got a quarterback up here that'll help us out with Kevin Jones, and then I got another linebacker over there with Jermaine Hogan. But we working over that person this year.
Well, Coach, you talk a little bit about the culture, but the culture's pretty good. You made the playoffs 5 of the last 6 years. Central was just up here a few minutes ago. Usually it's them against Denby in the PSL championship, but you guys were there last year, and obviously it's a shame that Dijon got hurt in that game. What is it about the culture right now that's allowed you guys to have a lot of success the last 5, 6 years?
Like I said, when we started off, they just it's just hard work. Like we come with the motto, "We are one." So this year is just like we just building more camaraderie, and then it's with the neighborhood kids. So it's like they didn't grew up together. So we got an attitude that we're gonna work hard this year. And the good thing about this year is we ain't got no kids complaining, and we ain't had no arguments. So that's a good thing. So they're able to coach. And then I beefed up the coaching staff. We have 9 new coaches. I got a new offensive coordinator with an old alumni, Donnie Scott, over there. So we cooking up something over there.
All right. Kenneth Porter smiled when you said that OC's name. You like that this new offense. Tell us about it. What can you tell us about this new offense?
It's probably the best offense I've had my whole football career. Yeah.
Tell us about it. Yeah. What can you tell us? Is it run-oriented, pass-oriented?
Everything, like everything.
Uh-huh.
Everybody get the ball. The ball get in the air, on the ground, everything.
See, what was awesome about that answer was he made people excited, but you gave nothing away. You were like, we're not going to run more than we're past. It's just
Future
great.
Coach.
It's got everything. That was
Future
really
coach.
well done.
Student
really
of the
well
game.
For Kenneth, for you,
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
talk to Coach about, the culture and how much success you've had the last 5, 6 years from a player's perspective. What's that been like, and what kind of standard do you guys hold yourselves to?
Well, we made it to Ford Field last year. Surprised a lot of people, even me. And everybody looking at us like we lost all our seniors, all our players, but all the people that was at Ford Field were really freshmen. So they're back, young team, but they got the heart for it.
22 seniors, is that what you said? You lost 22 seniors?
Yes.
Wow.
How many guys were on the roster last year?
We had about 30, 31, 30. We ain't had that many.
I'm not good at math, but that's a lot. That's a large percentage.
Yeah, so we rebuilding like the same kids that came in 3 years ago. So we'll have these kids the next 2, 3 years with a couple more freshmen that I got coming in. So we'll be all right.
All the best against Clawson in your opener coming up. All the best in camp. And we really appreciate Kenneth Porter joining us, the senior star, and Jabari Jones in his 8th year as an assistant interim coach for the Doughboys, 7 Mile and Ryan. We went to 7 Mile and Ryan for basketball last year. That was fun. Why not do it for football?
Amen.
Let's do it.
Why not?
All right, we'll talk to Anika and Jay. More to come as we roll on from Mary Grove. Thanks for watching.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596 0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Detroit Osborne from Detroit's East Side is in the house, and we've got Coach James Panagas, a.k.a. Coach Biggs. And he's coaching with his son this year, which will be quite some fun. They're bringing their party over from Southfield A&T, where they won a state title just a few years ago with Aaron Marshall and company, and bringing a new spice to Detroit Osborne for the Knights. And we appreciate you guys joining us. Let's start with you taking over this year and a new staff and a new team and implementing your process gently. What has this thing been like so far, and when did you take over and really get a chance to get your nails on this program?
Well, you know, we are very, very brand new. We didn't actually get into the school till the end of May. So, you know, we're very new to the process. And I'm actually one of the assistant coaches. Our head coach, Coach Dennis McDonald, you know, he's, you know, very, very experienced coach, coached down south, coached out in California. He actually got his start at Groves under Coach Flaherty. You know, shout out to Coach Flaherty. I went to college with Flaherty.
Oh, nice. Eastern Michigan?
Yep, at Eastern Michigan. You know, he started out as a player with Flaherty and actually coached under Flaherty for a while. So, you know, Coach Dennis McDonald. But, you know, Coach McDonald brought my son and I over with him, and we've been knowing Coach McDonald for a long time. So, you know, each of us has our own, jobs, but we trust each other. So that's why our team has a cohesive, you know, bond. So we trust everybody, so we know how to run things. And because all of us have coached at all levels, you know, I've been a head coach at JV, you know, head coach at freshman, and I've worked on the varsity level. So, you know, we can run things, you know, for, without everybody being there all the time. So, but getting the kids to buy in, they're coming in. We have a great group of kids that are already at Osborne. But we also have kids that are transferring in, such as Devontae, who actually is just now coming in from Tennessee. You know, made all-county at his high school, you know, in Tennessee. And now we also have other kids coming in. So with people like him and some other kids that are transferring in from other schools, I think with that base and the culture that we're going to bring in from there, we're going to have a good season.
Well, the question I was going to ask you is what excites you about this new opportunity, but you basically just answered that. So now I got to find a new question to ask. I'm kidding. You already talked about you and your son, the time you spent at Southfield A&T, and that was a game that all of us high school football fans remember very, very well, right? Everyone just thought it was another Belleville cakewalk, and that Southfield team was a heck of a team with a lot of talent. So what lessons can you learn? Obviously, there are a lot of good players on that football team, but the way that that program had been built, Coach Marshall is now at Brother Rice and very quickly building them back to the program that all the state is very familiar with. What lessons can you take from the last spot into this spot?
One, hard work. Got to bring work ethic. You got to bring your A game every day, whether it's practice, whether it's, the game. And what makes you is not at practice in the game. It's what you do in between that. It's what you do off the field that makes you a great player. So those little things, the TLT, the little things, that's what we have to teach these kids. You have to become great just mastering little things. And you have to give your all. I tell the kids, it's 3 things you have to understand. One, never take anything personal, because it's going to be a lot of jokes. We're going to tell a lot of things. We're going to talk about you. We're going to do that. But everything is in love. 2, you got to have fun in this game. If you don't enjoy the game, you shouldn't play it. Because there's too many things that the kids get involved with this for the wrong reasons. And they end up getting hurt, or they get their feelings hurt, or they're just standing around taking up space, and it's not football. The last thing is they got to give their all, because you got to give your all to play this sport. If you don't give your all, then you're wasting your time for football, because one, you're not going to go anywhere for football. You're not going to get to the next level and be able to earn a degree, because there's so many opportunities, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to help these kids be able to earn and get their college paid for by playing the game that they've been playing and enjoying since they were kids. That is the most important thing. I tell them they're student athletes first. Students first, athletes second. Athletics is not a right. It's something that is given. It's you don't deserve to play football. It's given to you after you take care of your athletics. So we're getting them to understand that you don't just get it. You gotta be given it. So that's what it is. But when we have kids like this gentleman right here, when he comes in here and he's gonna start playing, and he's coming in here as a leader, he's getting these kids to start motivating and moving in practice. That's going to turn our season around.
Well, when you run a 4.3, is that what you run?
Yes, sir.
You run a 4.3.
4.32.
Okay, that's a good number. People are going to notice, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, you came up from Tennessee.
Yes.
Great state. I was born there as well. What part?
Lenore City.
Okay. Listen, what's it been like just adjusting to life here in Detroit? How do you like it? What do you think of Detroit?
Actually, I'm from Detroit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm from Detroit. I just used to live in Tennessee, so I'm moving back here for my senior year.
Okay, awesome. What's it been like gelling with this team and getting to know your teammates? How long have you known these guys at all? No, okay, so it's a new group. When you were in Michigan, it was before high school. Okay, what's it been like adjusting to these guys? Have you met them all even yet?
No, not all of them, but the ones that I have met so far, it's been pretty good to me. Like, I love them already. They're a good team to me. They treat me right, and yeah.
Awesome.
So with that speed, what does it feel like where there's no one in front of you and you can unleash that speed? How good does that feel?
It feels great just to run fast. Because I know I could just be up the field in seconds and can't nobody catch me, so.
That's awesome.
Well, it's a new brand, and we're looking forward to watching the Knights from Osborne High School on the east side of Detroit this year. A new brand and a new group, and we know where you've been, and we know that there was a lot of success there, and you look to bring that to Osborne.
I want you guys to be able to give away a couple hats to Osborne this year. That's what our goal is, and to watch you guys cover and see Osborne Knights have people get offers for the first time in a long time. That's our goal.
All right, we look forward to it. Thank you. James Biggs Panagas.
There you go.
The assistant coach, and Coach Panagas, the other assistant. Smooth, Coach Smooth. I love it. I want to be Coach Smooth. I want to be called that someday. And my man Devontae, 4-3-2. We are going to come. You're going to get a chance for a hat, young man. Another one. We roll on from Marygrove in Detroit for PSL Media Day. Back with more. Our final team is next. Last but not least, Henry Ford and the Trojans. Back with more after these. Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
All right, winding down here in the final moments of this wonderful episode of Media Day, PSL Style 2026. Chad and Evan with you, and we get down to the final club we will cover today. Of course, we'll cover several games in the PSL with our great partnership with the PSL this year, all of their championships, also individual games. We look forward to rolling out that schedule soon. We are joined by head coach Derek Yancey in his second season, kind of first full, let's call it 1.5. How's that? Is that fair?
Sounds good. That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
And he's got Damian Polk to his left, one of his leaders and top players. And we're happy to be joined by both of you. Look, you were an interim last year. This year, you're the full. Was it something you feel you earned, and was it something you were, hoping to get this title because you've got some things that you want to accomplish as the leader of this program?
Absolutely. It's something that I feel I've earned. I've been coaching for a long time, and this is actually my alma mater, so it was a privilege to be able to come back and coach where I played at formerly.
Well, Coach, you were up at the podium earlier talking about how Henry Ford was a power in the 80s, and that was very true. A couple of trips to the semifinals. Obviously, there's a lot of talent in this league, a lot of good players, a lot of good programs. But for Henry Ford to get it back to where all the people involved want it to be, what does that have to look like? What do those steps have to be?
Well, for one, I feel like we have to improve academically. So once we came into the program, we have a lot of talent that doesn't see the field because of that. And that's one of the things that I wanted to change. So we implemented a tutoring program and a study hall. That was one of the, and also a weight room. We got right into it right after the season started, into the weight room. And if you notice, I got big guys, and none of them are fat.
That's always good. It's a good combo.
Damian Polk, definitely not fat. He's a lineman. He's lean and mean. And look, let's get an assessment from you as a player and as somebody who's paid some dividends in this program. What's it been like seeing the new culture roll in? Have you seen the newness? And is there even more to be excited about in this upcoming season?
There's definitely a change. I feel like we're getting way better than we was last season. We have some up and down, but I feel like we're definitely got a lot more to work on, but we're definitely improving.
What responsibility do you take as a leader within the program, and how do you show that?
You just get that work effort you got to put in, and showing up every day makes other guys want to show in to get better basically try to get better than you. Like, just show up and put in the work, and that's going to encourage everybody else to do it.
3-1, you guys started last year. That was a fast start. I know
Yes.
it didn't finish as fast, but you have some pieces there that you can grow upon in the name of success and wins.
Absolutely.
What do you feel going into the opener against Warren, Michigan Collegiate, a challenging program for sure, in week 1? What do you want to have in store that'll make you feel like you've got a chance this season to compete every game?
Well, I think the game of football, honestly, is played within the trenches, and I think that's a strong suit of our personality and what we try to implement. We have a pretty good defense and offensive linemen. We have good size, and we got some speed to go with that combination. So with speed and power, I think that'll be a recipe for success.
And usually it's a recipe for success when you are an alum leading your alma mater. You've
That's
already
right.
talked about it a little bit, but what responsibility do you feel to build the program back to where you want it to be?
Well, it's personal for me because my former coach, Joe Hoskins, was such an outstanding coach, and he implemented that work ethic in us. And so I just want to see that transform into our younger players and into our community. We're the kind of school that we really don't get the big name athletes, so we have to make them. You know, you have to coach it up, and I just believe that that's the process by building it from the ground up, foundation wise, and that's what we're about.
All right, Coach, thank you. We appreciate your time. We're going to be following Henry Ford and the Trojans this year. Keep up the great work. And
I feel like we're going to be a sleeper.
We're going to keep an eye on you. All the best. We thank Derek Yancey, the second-year head coach, and Damian Polk, his leader, as we roll on. That does it for the teams and the players. We'll come back and wrap this thing up from Detroit. Thanks for watching the PSL Media Day 2026. Detroit football is built on hard work, heart, and hometown pride. And so is Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar. Whether you're fueling up before kickoff, celebrating a big win, or enjoying brunch with a whole team, Sugar Please is always ready to serve. Come experience our award-winning pancakes, Bayou-inspired favorites, handcrafted cocktails, and true Detroit hospitality. This PSL football season, bring your appetite and your team to Sugar Please Breakfast Brunch Bar, located at 150 West Jefferson in downtown Detroit. Sugar Please, born in Detroit, rooted in soul, where champions come to brunch.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
That's dead.
Chad Nevin back with you. Media Day 2026 comes to a close.
Yeah, everybody left us. We had so many people behind us the whole time, and now they all went home.
Yes. We're all lonely now. It was fun.
Yeah.
What are your takeaways from this event today?
Well, whenever you watch stuff like this, you just get excited for football, and then you remember you still have a few weeks to go until football actually starts. So, but to be honest with you, the thing that I took away was Coach Patrick from King. All these programs, but especially a program like that, Cass Tech, you can name a bunch of the programs that are here today, the expectations they hold themselves to. And I think, you know, the state of Michigan, right, everyone knows about the PSL and the level of talent, and Lord knows that the high level of Division I player. We've talked about in this broadcast, a PSL alum, Dante Moore could be the first overall pick in the NFL draft next year. But talent only takes you so far. The reason that PSL schools like Cass Tech, like Detroit King, go so far every year and their guys go on and have great success is because there's great leaders of men involved in these programs that are putting down a foundation of, hey guys, just because you're talented, that really doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. There has to be a standard that they hold themselves to. And very, very impressive to hear all of these, leaders of men speak. And they sacrifice a lot of time, and clearly they're teaching and leading guys who are going to be very, very successful. I was impressed by Donald Tabron saying the reason that I want to play golf is because that's where business gets done. And clearly, he's a talented guy. Hopefully he has an NFL career. Hopefully he goes on and does great things, but he realizes that someday that will end. Yep. And having life schools like playing golf, even if it's mediocre golfers like the ones who are talking to you right now.
Very mediocre here. You crushed me.
I did not crush you. I beat you by a little bit the other day. But anyway, we'll talk about that at another time.
All right, we'll bring Tabron next time.
Yeah, he can be our ringer.
All right, as long as it's not a violation. All right, that'll do it. We've had a great crew that's worked very hard to make this possible. Want to shout them out. Alex Westfall, who has left the building, we appreciate him. He had a written approval, so he could get that. No, Austin's saying no. Okay, you guys can fight about that later. Evan Westfall, multi-purpose position crew member, started on camera, ended on directing. Thank you, sir. The Hunt Man, Rob Hunter from Detroit.
That's right.
The shortest drive of any of us. We might go home with the Hunt Man and take advantage of his big abode.
You're inviting yourself over now.
Kind of,
okay.
Yeah. He's got a nice pad. I've been to it. So, yeah, I want to go back there. Evan Stockton doing great work on commentary. You'll see Evan this year on play-by-play commentary, and he and I are going to have the primary coverage of prep football here in 2026. Of course, other sports too, but this is football. We're going to have several PSL championship games this year in multiple sports. We look forward to that. My name is Chad Bush saying so long. Chris Armani Rose floating around back there. Let's not forget about Chris.
Yep.
Special thanks to Jay Alexander, Anika McEvans, Van, and all the great folks. Erica Bray. Can't forget Erica. She writes the checks. And Jamar Hardy as well. He's money. He doesn't write the checks, but he's great. We love them all. We appreciate the PSL for this opportunity. We look forward to coverage. We will open our season on August 28th, a Thursday. Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Mona Shores, followed the following week by Detroit King on the road against Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Many, many more games to come. That's just the start of it. The prep will also have camp coverage. Yep. Evan and I are headed to camp. We're going back to camp. We're going to visit these programs, including several PSL schools. Time to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. So long.